Ghost Club Paranormal. Don't go changing that channel now, as we have one hell of a show for you. From ghouls that lurk in the dead of night, to modern-day technology that is sure to blow your mind. It's the #1 stuff for spooky folk like you, so turn off the lights and let's get to. Ghost Club is sponsored by...
Hello.
Hello.
We are back again.
We're back,
baby.
finally.
Hello,
Yay.
guys. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Rob. Hello, Fawn. Hello, Roxy, Mr. Grady, Emily. Welcome, David. Legendary mod. All of our mods are legendary, but David, OG mod.
Yeah.
So thank you guys all for being here. Hi, Robin. We have a really fun live stream for you guys tonight. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mandy's ready. Thank you. Good cheerleader.
I try.
All right, guys. We are going to kick it off just with a regular hello, welcome. It's been a while. This January 2025 has been the longest year of my life.
The longest.
But that's okay, because we're here now. We're here, we're back in the swing of things. We've been doing a lot of filming again and all that fun stuff. We have a ton of episodes coming out for you guys that is just going to blow your minds. We've definitely done a lot of sit down talks and, you know, what can we do for 2025 that's going to be a little bit different from 2024. And I'm here to say things are going to get scarier. Things are going to be spookier.
Very spooky.
And yeah, I'm just excited for everyone to see that. How's your week been, Mandy? Yeah, I feel that.
You know, it's been a long beginning of the year. Let's just put it that way. But my week is okay. It's improving. So hoping for some more good news by the end of the week. Been having some health shit, some health scares. It sucks getting older. But anyways, I'm doing
You're
great.
just a bundle of joy tonight, aren't you? No, I'm kidding. The things happening with you right now, they are very relevant. They are very real. But I'm glad that you are on the mend for the most part, or at least you're getting a lot of things seen to right now.
Yes, we're doing it. How about you?
Well, no, I was just going to say, did anything fun at all happen this past week that you might want to mention?
No.
Well, well, we did.
Kidding.
Dang, Phantom Ant coming in with a $9.99. Woo! Thank you. We appreciate you, girl.
We love you.
Well, I will say we did go to see Book of Mormon. We went to the theater.
The theater. What happened to the theater?
We laughed our heads off for a straight 2.5 hours.
Yes.
And by the end of it, we had such big headaches. We are so old, Matty. We're so old.
We were like, okay, after we're done watching this, we're going to go get some drinks. We're going to take it home. And we left there and we're like, we need Tylenol. We need some sort of medication. We need pajamas. We need to go to bed. Our head hurts. It was not good.
That was funny, but yeah, it was really cool. So, and then there's a lot of people asking about your hair as well. Did you want to talk about that for just a hot sec?
Obviously, I changed it. Getting a lot of mixed reactions. It wasn't by choice. I had to change it because my hair got messed up. No shade, but my hair got messed up. And I literally had no other option but to do this. But I'm not mad about it.
No, don't be mad about it. I think it looks really, really good.
Thank you. It's fun. It's a nice change. I'm hoping that my hair will get like a little bit healthier because of it. And now I get Thank you, Roxy. It's so kind. It's hard as a woman to change your hair because everybody feels like they have a say in it, and whether it looks good or not. And it's really annoying. Just gonna throw that one out there. Like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say it. It's very simple. But I'm enjoying the change. It's fun. I'm going to just play around with it. I may be a different color next week. I don't know. So
I feel like it's very fitting for the vibe of Ghost Club for 2025. The locations that we have coming up, they're very dark, very spooky.
very
So it
dark.
makes sense that we go into 2025 as brunettes. That's all I'm going to
Going
say.
into it, gonna have fun with it. We're gonna try to stay strong. Also, I am a naturally brunette, so go figure. I was born with brown hair.
The blonde, the bleached. You got that bleached?
Well, to be fair, I was like a towhead or whatever they called it. Like when I was 2, my hair was like Marilyn Monroe, like platinum blonde, and then it just went brunette. I don't know, just changed one day. Anyways, enough about my hair.
I know we've been talking about hair for a little bit, but it looks good. It looks good. Thank you. There's that. All right. Well, tonight's episode, guys, if you haven't seen from the title, we are going to be talking about doppelgangers. We're going to be talking about Timeslips, which I'm super, super excited about. These topics we haven't talked about before, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get into that, I do want to start off right now. As a lot of people know, we are doing our Polaroid drop, and we haven't done this in a little while. So again, very, very excited for that. But basically, we have 20 packs to go out tonight. And hopefully we can sell them all, as that's going to really, really help us get to more locations. And actually, say get to more locations. We've booked a lot. We are yet to pay for them. So that is going to help pay for the locations. So I'm hopeful. And just to kind of show you guys what you'll get, there are 2 Polaroids in a pack, and it's totally selected random. And they're from Investigations. They're super cool. You'll also get a handwritten note as well from Mandy and myself. And they're going for $45, and that includes postage. Now, we don't accept any money through YouTube, just like the regular super chats or anything like that. You're going to have to click the link in the description below to our PayPal if you want to grab yourself a Polaroid pack, because I also need your name and your address. That is it's a very important part of actually getting the Polaroid packs to you guys. So please, no money other than just regular donations. If you're so kind, thank you very much. But if you specifically want a Polaroid pack, again, link is in the description below for the PayPal. And I'm going to have my PayPal up. So I'm actually going to be able to explain to you guys every now and then. I'll kind of stop the live stream and just be like, oh, we sold this many or that many. And if we have any left over at the end of this podcast, live stream, whatever it is, then you can email ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com and see if we have any extra packs left over. And then we can figure something out that way, just for the people who aren't watching live.
And just to reiterate, a couple questions about what are the pictures of. Again, they're just pictures of us, locations that we're on, silly pictures, serious pictures. Just pretty much from all the last few investigations that we've done. So some really cool places.
So these are from the past, well, we've only released one, the Old Park Hotel. That was our last episode. So we've got a few from the Old Park Hotel, and we have our next 2 investigations coming up are going to be the rest of the Polaroids. So really cool. I think it's a very personal thing, getting a handwritten note and like signed Polaroids. I think that's a really cool idea, and I wish more people done it because it really is one of a kind. And again, it's from the actual locations themselves. A lot of these locations close down, change over time. So it's really cool to just have a little piece of history. And so that's what we're doing. I'm going to pull my PayPal up real fast. And then we are going to talk about doppelgangers. Is that a scary word to anybody? Doppelgangers? Like, has it? Because it has like a couple different meanings. I feel there's like a paranormal sense, and then there's just like like I met somebody today that looked like me. They were my doppelganger.
You're not supposed to run into a doppelganger. We need to talk about that.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I haven't run
Bad
into
news
a
bears. It's
doppelganger.
bad news bears. You're not even supposed to be anywhere near the doppelganger.
Dang. We have a
Yeah.
lot of things to go over. That's doppelgangers scaring me. Sorry, this PayPal is taking a really long time
Hey
to
guys, did
pull
you
up.
see what I got for myself for Valentine's Day on my story on Instagram?
Oh, the little thingy. I saw that. That was cute. What t-shirt are you wearing, by the way?
Thank you for asking. I appreciate you asking. Tomorrow's Abraham Lincoln's birthday, so in honor of Abraham Lincoln, I have this really cool shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. That's my favorite one.
And then we also have birthdays. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of birthdays, we have a birthday just passed from our Discord fam, Lainey. Lainey Kai. So happy birthday, Lainey. I don't see you in the chat, but if you watch this back, we love you. We love you.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. To you.
Well, guys. Oh my gosh. Patrick just bought 3 Polaroid packs.
Patrick!
Dang.
You know what that deserves?
He's bought Polaroid packs before. He's collecting them like Pokemon cards, honestly. Thank you so much. What's going on?
Okay.
Very appropriate. Very appropriate. Thank you, guys. So yeah, we're just going to keep eye on the sales there for the Polaroid packs. Again, $45, 2 Polaroids, 2 signed Polaroids, and a handwritten card. If you want yours, definitely this live stream is the time to do that. And then again, it's really, really, really going to help us out. Thank you. Okay, let's talk doppelgangers. I'm so ready. Okay.
Thank you, Trisha, for the $5. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Trisha. We are going to start off by talking about the origin of doppelgangers. Now,
okay, I'm ready.
Doppelgangers today, as we know it, it's kind of just thrown out, right? The word doppelganger, as we just explained. And but it's actually from way back in the day, the whole origins behind what a doppelganger was if you saw a doppelganger, it was supposed to be your evil twin, and it was supposed to be a sign of bad luck. All right. So thank you. Thank you, David. It's also almost Valentine's Day. So yay. I have my rosies in the back. Cute. I had to bring them into the office, not to just show off that I actually got rosies for Valentine's Day, but so my cat doesn't eat them whilst I'm gone.
That's what I have for Valentine's Day.
Is that a frog on a scooter? I can't hear that, man. It's not coming through the mic. It sounds broken.
If you watch my Instagram stories, it is a frog that just shouts really loudly, riding solo by Jason Derulo. And it moves, and he's riding solo for Valentine's Day. See, his heart's broken. So okay,
that's so cute. I didn't realize that it sang that song.
It's amazing. Continue.
That's very, very cute. Very, very cute. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. And thank you so much, Dark Corner Paranormal, for the $10. We love you. We appreciate you. Let's talk about doppelgangers.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to stay on track with this one, but it's hard because I feel like we've been gone for so long. So I just want to talk about everything else. But
let's go. Let's do it.
Doppelgangers used to be bad luck. Some people do still believe that it's bad luck, though. But to get this started, I have put together a presentation a slideshow, perhaps.
Oh,
And we're
cool.
gonna do that today because there are actually a few different websites that you can go on and you can I'll get to it in a second here. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So we are starting from history, okay? So I want to know who is your doppelganger, Mandy, from the past. So I actually went on this. Holy shit!
We're never gonna talk about doppelgangers. I'm so sorry. It's just not happening. Baba!
Bob!
Baba!
Is it Bob?
Bob!
Thank you so much.
Bob.
I actually don't even know what to say. Thank you guys.
Wow, thank you so much. Holy shit.
And just the
That's
2 love hearts. Just Bob is so simple.
Bob.
I appreciate you,
Bob, this
Bob.
is
We
big.
love you,
Thank
Bob.
you. This is big.
Bob, you're gonna love what we have coming up next.
You're gonna love this presentation that Jade's worked really hard on that she can't seem to get to.
No, you're gonna love this shit, Bob, okay? Oh my god, that's so true. Not all heroes wear capes. Very, very
That's
true.
very true.
All right, okay, I'm gonna present to you. Okay, so we're starting for doppelgangers in history, okay?
Okay.
So I was like, I wonder who Mandy could be related to in history. Like, who is her celebrity historic doppelganger? Such a random thing, but the internet, it's 2025. You can look up literally anything these days. So let me just share screen real fast.
Did you look me up?
I went onto this website. God, I gotta see if I can find the name of the website just so people know what it's called. It's like
Thank you,
called My
guys.
Family something Heritage or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know
I'll
which
just
one you're
get to
talking
it.
about. Yeah.
If you just like Google like historic doppelganger, you'll be able to find it. Okay, so I put your picture in, and this is who came up.
Oh, please be good. Please be good.
Can you see? No, this is real, Mandy. Okay, you are 38% most likely to be related to Guillermo
Guillermo. I'm gonna
Gonzalez
scream that.
Camarena, and he is the inventor of the color television.
What?
I can see the resemblance, but he's got glasses on. I can't see the resemblance at all. All right, so then I put myself in. I was like, well, then who am I related to, right?
So funny.
43% Christian Hudgens, who invented the first wait, what's that? I've not got my glasses on.
The first reliable pendulum
pendulum.
clock.
Yeah, he actually
Bro.
invented the first reliable, which means that there were plenty of unreliable pendulum clocks before he stepped in. And I appreciate him and that hair, little
I
chaperone
can see
looking,
it.
looking a little spicy, but we love we love a good pendulum clock queen. Okay, I apologize. I apologize for any children watching. That is not how it was supposed to come out. Okay.
Wow.
Clock.
What a responsibility.
Oh, it gets
Dang.
better, guys. It gets so much better.
Wow.
Okay, so these are our historic doppelgangers, so to speak, right?
I mean, 43% is pretty high. Yeah.
It's pretty high. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna tell everybody that I bump into that I'm related to him. Just for attention. Okay. Okay, so now the next one. The next one was fun. Okay. So the next one is an app that you guys can download, and it is called Celebs. That's literally, it's just called Celebs.
Okay.
And that's where you can put your photo and see what celebrity you look most like.
Okay.
Really cool. And
Okay.
this one's a little bit more accurate as well. So let's see who Mandy looks most alike. And guys in the comments, like let us know, do you agree? Does Mandy actually look like this person, or is this app just
Okay,
trash?
here we go. Okay.
You looked 99% like Rooney Mara. Mara, she is married to Joaquin Phoenix. Again, I'm not good with names.
No, really? Oh, he is
Yeah.
fine. He is
Or is she? Hold on.
fine. Because he
I'm
is
pretty sure she is,
fine.
but I need to Google this already.
Listen, sign me up.
I think she is.
Yeah, damn. I don't know if I'm seeing it. What do you all think?
I feel like this is honestly pretty accurate. Like I can definitely see it.
That's right, Razor. She wished she looked like me. That's right.
I mean, we're not going to be putting anybody down for their doppelgangers. I mean, we're just trying to find our doppelgangers, and technically anybody who comes up is going to kind of look like you. So
she was in the girl. Okay, that's right. Girl with the dragon tattoo. That's where I've seen her. Okay.
A lot of people saying no. A lot of people saying no. Okay, so all right. Well, how about this next one? This next one might change your guys' mind. So then I put in who my celebrity lookalike is. Amy Winehouse.
Dang.
Amy freaking
Winehouse. That's pretty impressive. Okay. How did you get such a good one, Jade?
The other girl she was beautiful. She's beautiful. She's married to one of the coolest actors of all times as well. She's an actress herself too. But obviously the legendary Amy Winehouse. And I said, this can't be right. I said, this can't be right. Let me just put in another photo just to see, okay? Margot Robbie. And then I was like, well, let's just, okay, Amy Winehouse, Margot Robbie, two completely different looking people.
Yes.
Let me just give this one more shot. And honestly, I think this is the most accurate one. Kim K.
Oh, 100%. That is the most accurate one. Are you kidding me? That's it.
Kim K wet, specifically. Kim K showering, specifically. They said, dang, that girl is sweaty as hell. Let's just... I'm sorry, I'm a little bit blurry right now, but...
Whoa.
Let's humor her, and let's give her a wet Kim K.
Pendulum clock maker.
So I feel like he was the one that I looked closest to, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that one was actually very close.
I don't know what this next picture is because I forgot. I only had 5 minutes to put this presentation together. So this is a surprise for all of us. That's right. That's right. You can choose what dog you look like. So I got 91% beagle.
You're a beagle.
And let's see what Mandy is, just for fun.
Wait.
All right, so this isn't really doppelgangers, right? But I'm trying, right? I'm trying at this point. Oh, and then just for fun, what I ended up doing was, you know, the picture in this thumbnail for the live stream where I'm like really, really old. I actually thought I looked like Paul McCartney. So I was like, I wonder if I put in this picture of me looking really old, is it going to pull up Paul McCartney? I just said it right a second ago.
You're doing great.
Paul McCartney. Ryan Gosling. 99%. Okay, so maybe this celeb
Ryan, is that you? Noah?
So at this point, right, I'm thinking, is this... I don't know how well the celeb app works.
Wait. Lindsay said, Jade, the first time I met you, before you walked up, I was freaking out because I thought it was Kim K.
I get that. I get that quite a lot, actually. Like, not trying to tip my own horn, but like, sometimes I get that, like, once in a blue moon, but, you know, it happens at least 4 times a year.
That's a very high number.
It never happens. Literally never, ever happens.
Like, wow.
All right, okay, so I need to take a sip before this next one.
Okay.
What's everyone drinking tonight?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. What do you want? It's not that simple. What do you want?
I asked, where did you get that picture? Oh, the picture of me old? It's just an app that you can just make yourself look old in. I think it was, I can't remember what one, a face app or something like that it's called.
I thought it was a joke when she sent me the thumbnail picture, and I was like, Jade, like, don't do that. No, like, and then she actually did it, and I thought it was just to be funny.
Well, we're talking about Timeslips. We're talking about time. We're talking about the first pendulum, most reliable pendulum clock. There's a lot of like time related stuff. So I thought, you know, just trying to be creative here. It'd be cool if like you look younger and there I am, an old hag.
Old hag.
Just an old Ryan Gosling.
Some people are drinking Pepsi, iced tea, Diet Orange Sun Kiss,
Nice.
Sprite. We got a couple Sprites in the audience.
Refreshing.
We got a strawberry soda. We've got ginger ale and cranberry juice.
Well,
Dr.
take your sips now. No, the Ryan Gosling one was probably the best it gets.
That's pretty epic.
So then anyway, I went into this other one. Okay, so there's another website out there. It's called I don't know what it's called. I really should have wrote all these websites down. It's dang it. Hold on. Let me find it real fast. Sorry, I'm very sniffly. I'm kind of getting over the cold right now, so bear with me here.
Excuse me.
I love dead air. Love dead air.
Bum bum. I was playing music.
I can hear music.
It's me. I'm a music, bro. Come on.
Okay, so
come on now.
The historic ones that we done was called familysearch.org. Familysearch.org.
Okay.
And then this next one that I'm going to put up is called Twin Strangers. Now, if you haven't heard of Twin Strangers, I actually suggest everybody go do this because it is kind of weird, okay? And I know that this is weird because I uploaded my picture and this picture came up. It's me with an 89% match to myself because I had actually forgotten that I had done this years ago.
Bro, I was actually tripping out right now. I thought there was somebody out there. Stop.
No, that's actually me. Like, I just took a picture with my camera in the moment and then posted it. And then I was like, I wonder if I've got any doppelgangers. And I can't remember ever like actually finding one or anything like that. So anyway, that just goes to show you that this is accurate though, because that was the top search. So then I scroll down one under. Now, I've never been compared to anybody before, but like this chick, I can actually see this. Now, what do you guys think? You've gone silent on me.
I'm processing.
I just want one doppelganger, Mandy.
Hold on. Okay. I think it would be helpful if you were like side by side. I'm trying to just look at you both here. A little. There's certain features that I would say are like pretty spot on.
I think she's a little bit older than me, but I don't. I sent her a message.
Oh.
I sent her a message.
Oh, I didn't know you could talk to them. What?
Yeah, look, send PM. You can private message them.
Oh.
Mainly, I sent her a message because I wanted to make sure she was okay because she looks like she's in a little bit of a sketchy basement. Imagine
That's
if she was
fair.
a paranormal investigator.
Oh. What
That'd
if
be
we
cool.
we do an episode where we're investigating with our doppelgangers
That would
and we
be fun.
spot?
Don't
So
make it so
we got a mix.
sexual. All right, here's yours.
Wait.
Huh.
We have a split audience. We have some that said, nope, can't see it. And then we have some that said the eyes are pretty much spot on.
It was the eyes. I genuinely think,
Yes.
I think it's the
Yes.
eyes.
Yes.
I think she's got better lips than me. Like her lips are like fuller, you know? But I definitely could see this being me in like a few years for sure.
Okay.
That's what my hair actually looks like. This is just a wig. Could you imagine? Oh, that would be so much fun. Okay, this is what you look like, apparently.
Okay.
81%. You got a prom queen. Okay, prom queen. Does anybody think that this... Oh, honest, I swear, guys, it gets spookier. It gets real spooky around here, but this is the fun part. You know what? I actually see more Sarah Michelle Gellar in this one.
I'm curious to see what people say because I don't see it.
I'm not fully seeing it.
Maybe the nose.
Just like I'm seeing like little bits. Nope, no.
Let me try to get the.
You gotta lift like your laptop up and get your tits out.
I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm gonna start laughing and then I'm gonna drop it.
Well,
does she have hooded eyes like I do? I can't see because all the hoods.
Well, I think that out of all of the doppelgangers, I think that I look like her the most.
Yeah.
Or him.
I think that one's a strong one.
And I think that you look like her the most, for sure.
Yeah, I would say yeah. A lot of people are saying
and this dog.
Nose. Oh, I definitely look like the Yorkie. Definitely.
So that's what people think of doppelgangers these days, okay? That's kind of like the future we're living in, right? Or
yes.
Well, technically the present, but the future really is, you know, these different websites that you can go on and you can just find your doppelganger, apparently. And even though our results weren't 100%, there are so many people that have found their doppelgangers, people that look exactly like them and like actually meet up with them. There's like YouTube videos on it and stuff like that. So it's really, really, really cool. So I'm challenging everybody to go on that website and see if you can find your doppelganger or download the celebrity app and then let us know who you look like. Who did it say that you look like? Leave your comments below because this genuinely, it tickles me. I love it. I think it's so much fun. And also, thank you, Wreaking Havoc for the $10. 89% match with yourself is hysterical. That's a true point. I didn't even get 100%.
Not even 100, just 89%.
I don't know. I think that was a couple years ago I posted that though. So I don't know.
Can you hear my heater running? It just kicked on. You can't hear it, right? Okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't like. Okay, so we've got. I was gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Do it for the birthday girl.
No, I'll just throw it. You mean your birthday boy?
For the birthday girl and the boy. For Lincoln. Do it for Lincoln.
Lincoln would never. Poor Lincoln. He didn't even know what a pterodactyl was. It's so sad to think about. What I was gonna say. Wait. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh man, Jade.
Sorry.
It's gone. Doppelgangers. Say it 3 times and it appears. Doppelganger. Wait. This happens a lot to me. I get this all the time where people be like, God, you look like so-and-so. You look like my cousin. You look like this. The amount of people that tell me that I look like somebody they know, but I've never actually seen anybody that looks like me, it's crazy. Do you get that? Do you get that? You look like somebody I
No.
know.
I just remember, like, way back in the day, there used to be, like, a bisto. Bisto was a type of gravy that they have back in the UK that you mix it with water, like hot water, and it makes gravy, like little gravy granules. But there was apparently, like, an advert on years and years and years ago, and I looked like the girl in the ad, and I never saw the ad, but everybody always mistook me,
Mistaken.
I'm not working today. So everybody was mistaking me for this Bisto girl. And yeah, I had a lot of people recognize me for this Bisto girl.
Wow, I wish that would have popped up on the twin thing.
Yeah, me too.
Dang.
That was when I was like young though, and I feel like I look different now.
What is Bisto?
What is gravy? Gravy granules.
Gravy.
It's gravy granules, like these tiny little, I don't even know how, like little pelts. It's almost like little fish food. And then you mix it with hot water and then it turns into gravy. I have a bunch of it. I have to get it like specially imported. I love Bisto. Maybe I am the Bisto girl. It's me all along.
Nobody ever told you it was actually you.
It's just somebody filming through the window and I'm just like, fucking love Bisto. Just drinking it like in a pint glass.
That's crazy. I'm not a gravy person too much.
Nah, you'll like this. I'll make you try it and then we'll post it to Instagram. So make sure that you guys follow us over there on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just recently got you to try black pudding.
I did like that. I usually like most things.
Yeah, you'll pretty much try anything. I just want to give you guys an update. So we've sold 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Polaroid packs so far.
Ooh, okay.
So we're almost halfway through the Polaroid packs, which is crazy. So if you want a Polaroid pack, make sure to click the link in the description. It's to our PayPal. There's 2 Polaroids that will come in your Polaroid pack. They're both signed and they come with a handwritten note. And they're $45 each, and that money goes towards our future investigations, which we're desperate for right now. We're so desperate.
We have so many investigations lined up over the next 3 months. You guys, like, so fucking many. I'm
So
like, I know we're gonna do it.
and we just, like, last week, we just decided before our massive UK trip that we were going to take another massive trip. But we can drive to this one, but we are going to be gone for a week straight, and it's like, oh man, all right, okay. So just kind of like it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
Gonna be tight.
I'm gonna have my work cut out for me throughout the summer, so that's fine. As long as I can stay in during the summer, we don't have to go outside and sweat. That's perfectly fine. So yeah, link is in the description below if anybody wants a Polaroid pack. So yeah, let's talk about doppelgangers some more, because I want to know, has anybody here, I'm actually going to put a poll up just now.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to turn off this heater. This is insane. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was going to turn on.
Okay, so I'm going to put, has anyone
Crazy
met a doppelganger?
Oh.
So I'm going to put, have you met your doppelganger? But I'm confused if this is showing up right now because
now I don't know where I heard this from.
I didn't put the, oh god dang it, I'm so sorry. My
But
computer messed up there for a
oh,
second.
no,
Sorry,
it's okay.
sorry.
I'll just
I'm
talk.
still
No, it's
trying to do
okay.
that.
I'll
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
chat. I don't know where I learned this from. Please, if somebody knows where this came from, I don't know if it's like an old wives' tale or whatever, but I always just grew up knowing that you're not supposed to meet your doppelganger. Like, you're not supposed to, even being in like near them, like within a certain radius near them is like bad. Like, it could, I don't know how real this is, but that was always what I remember knowing about it. Um, like, you're not supposed to run into them in this lifetime. And if you do, there's like some weird fucked up thing that's happening with like the timelines. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think, what you know, where you heard this.
Is it supposed to be like a curse or something like that if you see a doppelganger or like
Okay, so well, some people are saying that they always heard like if you ran into them, you would die. Like, it's not supposed
just your
to.
own, by
Yes,
any
if you
chance?
run into
Okay.
your doppelganger, done so. Um, but
What if you run into somebody else's doppelganger?
that's okay because it's not yours. But I think there's some weird thing that happens, like energetically or influence on their life. I don't know. Yeah, it has something to do with like the timelines. It's not supposed to. They're not supposed to cross.
So, question, what do you think a doppelganger is specifically? Do you think that it's an actual spirit? Do you think it's like a time slip type situation? Maybe from like a parallel universe, time traveler. There's so many
Well,
options.
you're not gonna like my answer because I think it's all of the above. I
Dang, I
know.
wish you
I
answered something
genuinely
fuller.
think that it is all of the above. I believe that there is doppelgangers, like you've got the paranormal sense, right? Which we'll touch on. And then you have like the doppelganger in the sense of like it could be a time slip, it could be just somebody who looks like you, it could be literally an energy presenting itself as like there. I genuinely think it's all of the above, like truly.
Do you want to
Um,
hear a spooky story?
yes, but first, we always fuck this up, so I'm so sorry. Hakari Rue, $5 for the Highlander moment. I love it.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate your
Are you talking
donation.
about Outlander and falling through the stones, and then all of a sudden she's in a different timeline and running into people who look like the people that she knows in the timeline that she came from?
God, you sound like you're from Boston all of a sudden.
Because I can't do I can't do the Scottish accent.
Was that supposed to be a Scottish accent?
No. No.
Oh, was it really?
No, that's what I'm saying. That was literally not
Eh.
it. No, babe, that was not it. That was it. Don't say it. Okay, yes. Hold on, one more. Dragon says, "Good morning, ladies and everyone else." $5.99 in pound.
Euro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, and happy Valentine's Day for when it
Happy
comes.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, so I done a little deep dive this morning on
Okay.
doppelgangers, because I've heard of them, but like I've not actually heard really anybody experience a doppelganger other than I've had one experience with a doppelganger, kind of. Not on an investigation or anything. I'll get to that story in a little bit. And then also there was a situation when I was investigating with Barrier Beyond in Kelsey, and Kelsey had seen a doppelganger of Victor and just assumed that it was him, and it wasn't. He wasn't in that area. And that freaked Victor out so much that he actually left the location. Because there was just weird vibes surrounding that, and she was so certain that she was like, no, it was like Victor was there walking up the stairs. Like I was standing at the top of the stairs and he walked all the way up the top of the stairs and right by me, but he was on the other side of the house. Crazy. So that's the witch's cabin episodes. So anyway, so I wanted to read you guys a story. And this is a Reddit story about a doppelganger. So this is apparently a true story, and I just want you guys to listen and tell me what you think about it. because it's pretty spooky. But obviously, I need to put on some spooky music, kind of get in the vibe a little bit here, right? Can you hear it?
Yes, the spooky music.
Okay.
Music.
Then I am ready. Okay. So, this was 2 years ago. This is posted 2 years ago. So this happened to me about 2 years ago. So like 4 years ago. Okay, so this was posted 2 years ago, but he's saying that this happened 2 years ago, so 4 years ago to date. Okay. This happened to me about 2 years ago, around late December of 2020. I was around 19 at the time. Me and my girlfriend were at my grandparents' place having a couple of drinks out in the garage until it got too cold to stay out there. It was one of the coldest nights of the year, and there was a bad blizzard that night. We live in Canada, by the way. We both went back to the house around 2 a.m. She went into my room, and I went into the kitchen to cook something for us in the oven. I was on my phone standing around in the kitchen when my grandma and my girlfriend both walked into the kitchen together. It was a bit strange because my grandma is never up late, and it was even stranger that my girlfriend came out at the same time. The first thing my grandma said to me is, "Don't go back out there tonight. On a night like this, people lose their lives."
Oh.
I was a little bit freaked out because I was just about to head back to the garage to grab something. I never told anyone I was going back out. My girlfriend and my grandma just stood there, staring at me with the weirdest expressions I've ever seen. With that very unnatural smile, it didn't seem right. My girlfriend then walked over to me to give me a hug. When I grabbed her, she was ice cold. I commented about this, and when I mentioned how cold she was, her expression changed. Her smile faded, and she looked up at me really seriously, and she looked up at me with really serious, sad eyes and didn't say anything. There was something else I noticed too. She smelled like campfire, an earthy, smoky smell. There wasn't an explanation for this, and she didn't smell like that earlier. I swear, at that moment, I got chills all over. There was something so off about it, but I couldn't put my finger on it. My girlfriend whispered in my ear, "Don't go outside tonight." She walked back over to my grandma. She stood beside her with her head down and a serious expression, while my grandma was still staring at me with that weird fake smile. It was so bizarre. I just stood there speechless. The wind began to literally effing howl outside. My grandma turned back and looked at my girlfriend. "Don't mess with the black magic," she said. "Nothing good is gonna come from it." My girlfriend didn't say anything. She continued looking down. I stood there confused. My girlfriend looked at me. "We have to go now," she said. They both started walking away. My grandma looked back at me for a second. "See you on the flip side," she said with that weird smile. I got another chill through my whole body when she said that. They turned the corner to leave the kitchen. Okay. I stood for a while. I didn't know what to make of it all. I decided not to go out to the garage. I'd go out and get all my stuff the next morning. I stayed out in the kitchen for about another 10 minutes until my food was done. I went back into my room with it. My girlfriend was in the bed laying down. She got up and put on a movie. I guess I was quiet because she asked me what's wrong. I told her everything was okay. It took me 10 minutes to say something about it because, to be honest, I was still frightened by it. I turned to her and asked, "Why were you and my grandma out in the kitchen?" The second I said that, my nose started bleeding. I ran to the bathroom and got something to stop the bleeding. When I went back to the room, I told my girlfriend everything. As you can guess, she said that she never went outside to the kitchen, and she swore on someone's life that she was in the room the whole time. She also didn't smell like smoke anymore. We went and woke up my grandma right after, and my grandma said the same thing. She actually thought that we were messing with her, and she didn't believe me. We were so freaked out, and we had trouble sleeping the rest of the night. The part that really messed up my girlfriend was when I told her about how cold she felt and how she smelled like smoke. The only explanation she could come up with was that maybe when I went outside that night, something bad would have happened to me. Maybe the spirits of dead relatives watching over me came to me in that form so I wouldn't be scared and they could get the message through. So, yeah. That's pretty much the story, honestly. Yeah, then just a little bit more just about how they're super, super freaked out, and then they just kind of end it, or he ends it by saying, "To this day, I still get chills thinking about it, especially the last thing said. See you on the flip side."
I can't handle that. I can't handle that.
It's not like a typical thing for an old lady to say, right?
No, and like, why are you saying it? Like why are you even saying that? You know? Why?
Why? Well, one thing that I was actually quite curious. So it is a really creepy story. It is. And I have actually experienced something kind of similar to that. So I chilled up like 4 times when I was reading the story. But yeah, like for the granny to say, "See you on the flip side," and not to deal with black magic. Oh, I forgot at the end, sorry, at the end of that, I've read past it just now, but when I was reading it earlier, he did say that his girlfriend's friend bought his girlfriend like a spell book, and she hadn't opened it or anything like that.
Oh.
She hadn't opened it, and so when he said to her, like, the grandma turned around to her and said she shouldn't mess with black magic, he didn't know that the friend had bought her that spell book, and she never touched it. She never opened it. Nothing.
That's
Yeah,
some old hag shit right there.
kind of creepy. It's scary when it's like your family members.
I hate that.
Me too.
I hate it. Granny. No, true story though. We'll just pause for 1 second. There's a lot of people asking how they could get Polaroids if they don't have PayPal.
Venmo. I don't know where you guys are residing or anything like that, but it typically is done through PayPal, as it serves over 200 countries in the world. So it's kind of the easiest option to go that route. If you live in the US, we could do Venmo as well, but that's something that I'm kind of nervous to do, honestly, during a live stream, because I would have to really go back and forth. So if you have Venmo, if there's if all the Polaroid packs are sold out, let me just do a quick update on that real fast before I even go any further.
Yeah. If Granny looked at me and said, "Catch you on the flip side," I just go, "Bah!" Because you're not real. You're not real.
So we still only have 7 Polaroid packs sold. So we do still have some left. And yeah, I guess just kind of like maybe after the live stream, if you want to go ahead and email us, ghostclubparanormal@hotmail.com, then I can go ahead and like we can have like a back and forth conversation, and we can figure out some way of payment. So yeah. All right. So yeah, if you guys email me just now, then I'll get back out and let you know if we have any available. But thanks for being interested. Again, guys, if you're just joining and you don't know what the Polaroid packs are about, we are doing a little Polaroid pack drop, $45 for 2 Polaroids, and we're on investigations in these ones here, and we're investigations on all of them, and you'll also get assigned 2 signed Polaroids. I need to down a Dr. Pepper right now. You get 2 signed Polaroids.
You got this.
And a handwritten card.
Dark Corner Paranormal said, "Not long after me and my wife bought our home, I was in the back room of our house watching TV while she was cooking dinner. She came in and said I had just come in the kitchen, but I hadn't."
Okay, now I have a question, Dark Corner Paranormal. Did you notice at any point like anything happening after that? Did, like, if you can really think back to that time, maybe like was there something bad that happened right after that, or was it just chill? Because my doppelganger weird story is just pretty chill. Like nothing actually crazy happened other than the actual doppelganger itself. Let me just tell you. Okay, let me just tell you.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I will say this. You know the celebrity lookalikes that we just done, where it morphs your face
Ryan
into a
Gosling?
celebrity's face. Well, I took a picture of Mike to see what celebrity it said that he looked like. Mike is my husband, if you guys don't know that. But I don't ever
Mike?
like film him or show him or anything like that. He's not on social media or anything. But I took a picture of him and it came up that he looked most like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So so if that is gonna make, you know, like if you need a visual for this story, just imagine when I say Mike, you can just imagine Arnold if you want. Okay. Uh, it was
Yes. I love it.
it was a couple of years ago, and my brother and his partner were over around October to stay. Not a super long story or anything like that. But Mike went to bed early, and me, my brother, and Jamie were outside. And I've got these big patio doors that look into like the living room, and then there's the patio. And we were sitting outside on the patio furniture, and we were just having a couple of beers, and we are just chilling. And the living room light was on and everything. Mike had went to bed like an hour prior, and they were sitting kind of like round the corner a little bit. So like, dang it, patio window. I was like here, sitting here, and then they were like just off the side, so they couldn't see into the living room at all. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and we're laughing and we're joking, and then all of a sudden I just like kind of like I'm laughing and I turn my head, and then I see Mike just walking straight into the living room from the hallway. And I look away and then I go, Mike, like, what's he doing? Like, out right now. And I turn around and I look, and there he is again. Like, I'd done a double take and he was there the second time. And he was just walking out of the hallway, and he was just walking towards the sofa. And he was in his same, like, sleeping clothes that he wears, gray shorts, and he had like a shirt. And he gets right to the sofa and stops, and then just actually disappears, like fully disappears. And I completely ruined the vibe for the night because I just instantly started to freak out.
Yeah.
And Lee and Jamie were like, what? Like, they didn't know how to react. You know, it's always kind of awkward when somebody's like, you know, oh my God, I just saw what looked like my husband and he just poof, just vanished out of thin air. Like, what do you say to that? You know, like, I get it. But yeah, they were looking at me a bit weird. But my brother looked scared. And you could tell that he wanted to say something, but he wasn't saying it at the time. And he was like, what do you, like, say it again? Like, what did you see? And I told him, and he was like, no, like, I'm actually really, really, really scared right now.
Yeah.
And he is not into the paranormal. He doesn't like spooky stuff, but he was visibly quite shaken. And he said, I wasn't going to say this to you, Jade, because I didn't want you to like look into it too much or like think something paranormal was going on in the house or anything or like freak you out. He's like, but yesterday morning, I thought I saw Mike in the house and it wasn't him. He wasn't there. So basically, Mike and my brother, they're both early risers. And my brother's always like in the kitchen, like making a coffee. And then Mike, he has like my brother has his routine and then Mike has his routine. So my brother's making a coffee in the kitchen, and then Mike usually first thing when he wakes up, he takes Wilson outside. He just opens the patio door, Wilson goes outside, does his business. So Lee was making a coffee, turns around, sees Mike walk into the patio door. He's just assuming, oh, it's Mike letting Wilson out. He says good morning, doesn't get a response, turns back round, gone. Like within a second. So that was the night before. So both my brother and me both saw Mike, aka Arnold Schwarzenegger, just
Arnold
disappear.
Schwarzenegger. Well, I have also seen Mike in your house.
Shut up.
I thought I told you I had
When?
also seen Mike and then realized that Mike was not there. He was in a completely different part of the house.
Wow, I would have loved to have known that. When did that happen?
That happened sometime last year. I remember seeing him in the like the front part of your house, you know, the that like entry den
Oh
that you
yeah.
have. I
Yeah.
remember seeing him walk back that way, and I was like, that's weird that he's going the long way around to the kitchen.
Mhm.
And then I was like, okay. And not even like 10 seconds later, he was coming down the hall. And
The other
so,
hall.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that wasn't. And it was Mike. I saw him go. And then
So
he
weird.
came down the hall. And I was like, that's okay.
It's so
Right.
weird because it's like, it's Mike.
Mhm.
Like, it's Mike. Of all people that could be like a doppelganger in the house, it's not even the weird one. It's like the one that wants nothing to do with the paranormal and is like a very, very simple person.
Exactly.
It's just
I know.
crazy, but nothing terrible happened afterwards or before or anything like that. It is what it is. And it's weird because it didn't really feel like a ghost to me. It didn't feel that way. It didn't. So I don't
Yeah,
even.
it's just like an energy almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That shit's weird. Shit's weird.
He is a religious person, so it wouldn't surprise me, like, if he's protected, he's a lot more protected than I am. He sleeps with like a Bible next to his bed and shit. Like, that's how
Dude.
protected he is.
Jay lives with all Mike's doppelgangers. Wholesome quadruple marriage. There's so many versions. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh man, no.
And they're all just walking about in his pajamas as well. Not
They're
even
all
like
just constantly going around the house. Wilson's getting 7,000 walks a day. Like,
that's great.
it's so good. It's so good.
Okay, so here, does Mike ever have really weird dreams that he can't explain? Very interesting question, because he does not dream.
That's right. That's what
Period.
he said.
He's like, I can't remember ever dreaming. He's never had a dream. He's a very, very, very intellectual person, and his brain works differently than like most people's, in a good way.
Mhm.
And he's just, I don't know, that part of him's just turned off, and he just doesn't dream.
That's
Crazy.
crazy. That's because
It
he's
is
too
weird.
busy. That he's too busy astral projecting everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why. That's why I don't dream.
100%.
Problem solved.
Oh, I just had a weird thing.
Stop.
Dude. Okay, hold on. All
I'm
right.
so scared.
Investigative theory here.
Okay.
Mike was in bed, asleep, when I saw him walk out into the living room and disappear. So, and my brother in the morning thought that he had woken up and came out first thing in the morning, but what if he was still asleep in bed? So when Mike's sleeping, is he just like...
Oh, can you see him all standing? Can you see him all standing? Oh my god.
Dang. Do you think
Oh.
that he's just like...
Oh.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that would be.
That is disassociating to the absolute fundamental max.
Imagine Mike being like the most spiritual one out of like
Fucking angel.
He is literally Archangel Michael.
He is an He is Archangel Michael at this point, honestly. Okay, sorry. Everybody is tripping the fuck out because they keep seeing a face in your roses back there and no one can focus.
Mike got me those roses. What do you mean you get in there? Don't say that.
They're seeing it, Jade. They're seeing it.
Why?
You can't, the people don't lie.
Turn on a light. Roxy said
Mike
turn
has time traveler's bloodline. Yes, he's what Outlander would call a blue aura. stay with me here. Blue aura, time traveler.
Soul walking.
Ooh.
Is that a thing? Or is that just because I've never heard of that before? Could you imagine if ghosts, period, like visual ghosts, like when you see an apparition, if it's just a person soul walking, it's an actual living person just asleep and their astral projection, like projecting. And you know those like dreams that you get where you're like walking around, it feels really real, and you're just like out in the street, you're out in an alleyway or something like that, in a really, really random place. Like, why am I here? I don't know. It's just a dream. What if it's not just a dream?
You know, the only time I've seen soul walking personally is one time, and it was in like a dream that I had about people literally just collectively moving about the astral realms. What?
That's crazy. Sorry, I just had a really big
Oh,
sniffle,
I thought
and
you were.
and I thought that the microphone had just turned off. But
I thought you were about to
didn't
say
mute it.
something super crazy, and I was like, "Oh my
No.
god!"
No, I just need a tissue, and there's not one around.
Oh, sad. Do you need to go get one?
No, I'm okay. I'll
Okay.
just keep sniffing really hard. Okay, so I see a hooded figure. I'm sorry, like change the subject to here a bit because we've talked about astral projection, we've talked about dreams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it genuinely could be connected to doppelgangers. Really, really interesting theory that I've never thought about before. But I see a hooded figure next to the stand with the flowers. Who goes there? Should I take a Polaroid? Shall we see if anything wants to make itself known?
Sorry, I don't know where I was for a second. Yes, please take a Polaroid.
You soul walked. You fell asleep.
I was
You're
soul
bored as
walking. I'm
hell.
so sorry. I was also just associating because I keep seeing something in your flowers now that everyone said it. Okay. One lucky winner will get this Polaroid. She's doing it. Look, see, Jade girl, I cannot concentrate. Please give light back there.
Everybody wants me to put a light back there. Well, that's just smoke.
It looks a little sus.
I actually am not seeing what you guys are seeing at all. I can
because you are disassociating because you don't want to.
True. Very true. Because I'm too busy looking at PayPal, and we did get another order. Yay! Thank you. So now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 orders so far, guys.
That's amazing.
And one lucky winner. We should just do a giveaway for this one. We'll do this. Okay, whatever.
One lucky winner gets the roses.
Oh, now it's real dark.
Oh, I don't like that. That's better.
It's just flowers, guys. Stop taking beautiful flowers.
Is it Jade? Is it just flowers?
I'll show you guys.
I feel like you're gaslighting us right now.
I'm gaslighting all of you because I have to sleep here.
Oh, Francie Petra. So silly with your comments.
Here's the poll real fast. Have you ever seen a doppelganger? 18% right now is saying yes, and 82% are saying no. And I find that very interesting because, of course, there's not many people who have experienced that. So I really want to hear from the people who have experienced a doppelganger. Sorry, Mandy, did you say that you've experienced one like in person other than Mike?
Like seeing somebody's doppelganger.
Yeah, or even like on an investigation or something like that.
Yes, I have definitely experienced that. I experienced that growing up, with my family members.
So scary.
And then I've had people say that they saw me a couple times, so which was always really interesting. Yeah, it like
Were
gets
you
the heart
asleep when
pumping.
they saw you?
No. Well, wait.
We might actually be onto something here.
Hmm. I want to say maybe twice I was sleeping when they saw me. Yeah. Yeah.
There has to be something to that. That's so creepy.
Hmm. That's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people were seeing me because I'm just all over the place when I'm sleeping, but I think we might be onto something. Okay. All right.
There's nothing coming
Oh,
up.
what a cool picture, actually.
But see, just flowers, guys. I just move it away
All of
and
a
there's
sudden,
just it's
there's a
just
fucking
right down my shoulder.
person. Yeah. There's somebody just like, yeah.
The picture.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Yeah, my scootering around in your dreams. Stop. That's so funny.
All right,
I
let's
believe
talk
it.
time slips, because
Dude,
that's also
that's
I
my
feel
shit.
like we've kind of we've gotten to the bottom of it. No, we actually haven't at all, by the way, but definitely sleeping, like sleep paralysis, is that what triggers doppelgangers? So interesting. Like there has to be something about that online. We can't be the first people to ever just kind of like have that click.
I don't know if I can go down that rabbit hole. That's a deep rabbit hole.
I can.
That's a deep
Oh.
one. Oh, she's like, let me pull out my projector.
I do have a projector. I should hook it up one of these days.
Please do.
You guys are all like, put some light back there. I set up my projector and just start flashing images of like dark, like the
Listen
rain.
here, you go like. Also, imagine getting T-boned by Mandy's doppelganger on a scooter. Could you imagine? I just come out of nowhere and I hit you. Okay, time slips.
Yeah. I have a story about a time slip. It's pretty chill. It's pretty fast.
Okay.
But I've only experienced it once, and that was when I was a little bit younger. My dad was over from America. He was visiting me and my nana and granddad's house, and they had a 2-story house, pretty small, like one of the just like a regular kind of like council house that you get back in the UK, and so like the stairs, it's just like you open the front door and it's just like stairs, and then you only have like one door and it's like living room, and then you have another door, it's like kitchen, and it's just very boxy, and there's no way to like get around the house or anything like that.
Okay. You seeing it, aren't you? You're fucking seeing it, aren't you?
No, I think I'm tripping out. I think I'm genuinely just tripping out.
No, it's there.
No, I'm gonna timestamp that. 112. 112. I'm gonna look back at that. I swear, I don't know. It definitely,
Because
probably.
I'm feeling something. So
I think I'm just having a trick of the eye right now. I thought I just saw like the thingy move behind me, like the curtain move, but probably not. Probably just my stupid imagination. I'm freaking myself out because I'm talking about time slip story. So anyway, there's no way to get around, right?
yes.
Bathrooms upstairs. So yeah, my dad was over. Now, one thing that you guys have to know is every single time my dad would come over from the US, I would be glued to his hip nonstop. Wherever he went, I was there. I did not leave his side. But he needed to use the bathroom. So I was like, okay, fine, go use the bathroom. So I was sitting in the living room downstairs, and I remember so specifically. Now remember, there's only one door that you can enter through to get into the living room. And then there's a door in the living room that takes you into the kitchen. That's all doors. So I'm waiting for him to come downstairs. And I remember I saw him walk upstairs, like out of the door upstairs. And I was just waiting and waiting and waiting by the door. And I'm sitting in my granddad's chair and I'm like literally staring at the door, waiting. I don't know how long it was, but all of a sudden I heard his voice in the kitchen. And I thought that was really weird. Like he's upstairs. I went through the kitchen and I said, Dad, how did you get into the kitchen? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, how did you get from upstairs into the kitchen? I've been staring at that door the entire time. And he was like, you know what? And he started freaking out. He was like, you know what? I can't ever remember like going downstairs and walking into the kitchen. And it was just a really, really weird moment that we just could not explain. And we don't know how that happens. But I swear to God, he did not walk down the stairs. He did not walk into the living room. He just went bathroom, kitchen. No explanation. So I think that's a time slip, right? That's what time slip is, right?
I mean, it's not what I was thinking of a time slip as, but that's a fucking crazy time. That's a crazy thing to happen. That's a weird thing to happen.
What's your theory? What's your like idea of a time slip? First off, before you say that, has anybody else had anything like that that's ever happened to them? Because I'm genuinely curious. I don't think I've ever met anybody who has had something like that happen to them. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just waiting to see if anybody is going to say. Have you ever had like an experience where like I don't even know how you would describe that experience where like all of a sudden
there's just like a genuine skip in time. You hear it quite a lot with like time skip, perhaps.
Also, I don't know what's happening, but people are saying they saw the curtain move as well.
So many people are just liars, though. They're trolling me right now.
I don't know if it's because your camera is like coming in and out, and maybe it looks like it.
I think it is.
Look at me trying to debunk. Or it could be something moving around.
I think it might be like a little. I think it's got to be that. Yeah.
Okay. But we'll see.
I look back. It was definitely around like 112 that like freaked me out. But yeah.
Mystery Man said, "Thank you for the previous $2, Zach Bagans." Mystery Man also says, again, wasn't a time slip. It wasn't a time slip. That was a glitch in the Matrix. So yeah.
Yes, that's a really okay. So I want to know the actual definition of time slip. What's the difference between like time slip and glitch in the Matrix? Because I was always under the impression that that was a time slip. And also, you know, when you hear stories about like abductions, like alien abductions and stuff like that, people often are just like driving down like a country road and, you know, it's 11 o'clock at night. And then next thing they know, they're just on a completely different road in a completely different opposite direction, like 5 hours away. And it's like, where did that time go? Like how, and it wasn't obviously them just like driving. It was just like, where the hell am I? Why would I ever be here? And why is it 5 hours later? So
yeah. Okay.
Those stories freak me out.
No, that makes sense. I guess I don't really know the true definition of time slip. Because at least for me personally, like when I'm experiencing a time slip, I'm literally slipping back into a different time. Like, I'm like for however long or short, I'm another age. I'm in a past life. I'm literally slipping into a different timeline or time period.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's the weirdest fucking thing.
That's okay. Interesting.
But that's how I always took it. But I don't really know. I've never actually looked it up.
I can look it up.
Yeah.
If you want to look at those comments real fast.
Want to look it up? Okay.
Yeah. This is the live stream is literally time slips, doppelgangers.
We're all learning together. Yes, David, I do like cowboys. That's so funny. Mystery Man with the thanks. Thank you, Zach. With another donation. Time slip is when you end up in a different timeline.
Okay, so I think it's kind of like similar with the both of us a little bit here. It's mine's was more like losing time.
Yes,
but yeah, I think that's what it was. It was more like, well, I don't even know if it was. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't even know if it's losing time because I remember waiting there for a really long time, and then it was just like, why am I hearing them? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's basically a group of people accidentally, a person or a group of people accidentally travel through time Time slips are often used in science fiction and fantasy to move a story forward. Well, newsflash for you, Google. Newsflash. That shit happened.
Google.
And my dad will back me up on that, okay?
I don't, what's the word? Fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? I agree with you. Okay. Because I know your dad and I know the crazy shit that's happened. So I actually believe that something like that would happen
Yeah, that
because of
was
what you guys have experienced. So
we real fast. Like me and my dad went, especially when I was younger, and he would come over to the UK because he would come back and visit and stuff like that. He usually stayed at my nana and granddad's house with me because it was just me at my nana and granddad's house. So they would literally just like put up a bed in my bedroom, and it was fun. It was like a fun sleepover for us, you know. And but I would always say like the weirdest kind of like paranormal stuff always happened around him. Like we would share the same dreams, just like really, really creepy stuff. And that went on even when he moved back to the or like when he would go back to the US, we would share dreams together. And I do feel like there's something spiritually connected between me and my dad, 1,000%. And you know, even like that story where like I mean I want him to tell it like when he's like talking a little bit better and stuff like that. I think he tried to on one of our live streams when he came in, but um that time that he felt like he may have been abducted by aliens out in Apple Valley, like I was there that time and I saw a UFO in the morning and I didn't know about his abduction story. So just like really, really random things like that happen. So does it really surprise me that, you know, my dad's got, I don't know where he ended up going, but he never came downstairs. That's all I'm saying. But he has a lot of stories like that, especially from when he's younger. Yeah.
That's cool.
But I'm waiting for him to get a bit better with his speech. And I really want him to like tell those stories because they're not as fun coming from me.
Now you got to hear from the source, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like some people have had some experiences with either missing time or slipping into like a different timeline for a little bit.
What was your like time slip then? Like where did you go? How did that feel?
So it happens a lot. It happens a lot for me. And it's very easily triggered. The most common thing that triggers it for me, this is so weird, but the way that the lighting looks outside will trigger it. So like if like the lighting looks a certain, like if the
yeah, I know.
You saw that?
There's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's probably pollen off of these stupid flowers. I'm gonna get rid of them.
Definitely the pollen from the flowers.
It's gotta be the pollen.
But lighting, for some reason, lighting does it for me. I slip a lot into like, so the most recent one that happened actually was like a few weeks ago. And I woke up and I was like 12 and I was 12 years old. I was in a weird state of mind. Everything was as I was when I was 12. My thoughts, my feelings, my home, the way that the sky, it was the weirdest fucking thing. And it didn't last very long, a few minutes. But like that happens to me a lot and it gets triggered really easily. And all of a sudden I'm in a completely different year of my life, emotions and all. The other one that happens to me a lot is whenever we go to a location or if I go to a place that I've experienced in a past life, I will slip. That happened when I was in Belize at the ruins. I had a time slip walking the ruins, which was a trip. And that was very like, I got from one part of the ruins to the other. And I don't know how I actually got to the other part because I was literally in a completely different time of in a past life, basically. I don't know how else to explain it.
No, I know, like, what's crazy? Because you were talking about, sorry, you were at the Stones, and that's very, very sacred, right? It's very
Mhm.
sacred, it's very historic. And it just reminds me when my dad and stepmom went to Egypt. My stepmom's Peruvian, right? And she's very sensitive, very sensitive. She went into a time slip. She went into one of the pyramids. I think it was the pyramids. I can't, again, this has to come from them, but they were somewhere. They went into like somewhere in Egypt, and all of a sudden, she said that like everything turned. She could see like the pharaohs and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
everything turned into like how it was back in the day. And I go into a location, like sometimes historic locations, and I like to imagine it with a little bit more life to it and stuff like that. But that's very, very different to like actually being there in the moment and looking around, and all of a sudden your tour group is gone. Um,
Yes.
so right after that happened, that night she kept on getting sleep paralysis, and she would wake up like with this dark thing over her, like holding her down and like
Oh,
sucking her soul
interesting.
out. And she thinks that it was like something from Egypt that she like brought back with her,
Oh,
because
interesting.
they were supposed to come on the Queen Mary investigation with us, and it was all booked and stuff like that. And then last minute when they got back from Egypt, yeah, they messaged me and they were like, no, so we're not going to be doing that, because Anna's going through some like serious stuff right now.
Yeah.
um yeah, and no, they were genuinely like they were afraid. Like she was afraid for sure.
That's oof, that's rough.
So like it's crazy to think that when you go into these time slips, you can actually pick up an attachment along the way.
No, it's true.
Wild.
It's especially if you're there too long or if you're too not even too long, but like just I think depending on the setting. I know I that happened with obviously the runes, but the other one I think I told you when we were at our last investigation on the Hornet, when I was on the USS Midway, I had a really big time slip there and I was going through that ship and I knew where to go. I knew I was there and I was like it was the weirdest fucking thing and I remember coming out of that like whoa, I just spent an hour going through this ship. I don't even really remember like I don't remember the tour because I was too busy. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like it's weird. You're time slipping and you're in a different timeline and you know it and you're experiencing it, but you're also disassociating from the current timeline and like don't remember that aspect of things. So I got
Yeah.
through most of the ship. Don't remember getting through most of the ship or how I even got there, but I remember getting there in a different timeline. It's blows my mind every time it fucking happens, and there's a part of me that absolutely loves it, and then there's a part of me that's like, "That's sketchy as fuck." Like,
Well, I think the
you
reason
know?
why it feels sketchy in all that is because yeah, I'm going in for seconds.
Woo!
And that's me like the whole of January I didn't even drink Dr. Pepper. So this is going straight to my head.
She said, "February what? Like, let's go."
Also, thank you so much, Sarcasm Savage, for the $5 donation. Real fast, I do want to keep talking about the time slips. Just double checking
Um,
PayPal real fast.
I'm gonna answer a question. So,
Yeah.
what happens if that happens while you're driving? So that's another time slip
Oh
that I had. It
shit.
happened to me while I was driving. This was the big one. Okay, I'm gonna share the story with you guys because this genuinely changed my life. Okay, I had did a past life regression, and I had chose there were two routes I could go down in this past life regression that I did. I went down one. I saw the other one. I never went down it, and I was like, I gotta figure that out. I need to figure that out. That was the one I didn't go down and didn't explore was my Civil War past life that I know I have. I'm obsessed with the Civil War. We already know that. And I had
I thought you
gotten
were about to
to
say we all are. I was like, no, we're not.
we're all obsessed with it. Okay.
We all are. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So um I had gotten to a certain point where I was like, you know what, I'm going to learn how to do this past life regression for this specific life myself because I feel like I need to. Like, I feel like this is one I have to uncover without any help. So I'm going down the road of figuring out this life. I got to a certain point and then dead end. I could only remember a certain point. I remember being born. I remember with my family. I remember leaving my family to join the union efforts. I remember getting to basically a certain point, and then that was it. And I was like, I don't fucking remember anything. I was driving. Again, remember, I told you light triggers these time slips for me. Sunlight. Okay. I remember I was driving home from work. I'm on the freeway, by the way. And I look at the sunset. Bam. I am gone. I am transported. I am literally I'm on the battlefield, the battle of Antietam in Maryland. Okay. I'm on the battlefield. I've had this terrible, terrible wound in my leg. Okay. I like my hip leg. I'm fucked. Okay. The sun is starting to come up. Not come up. The sun is starting to go down on the battlefield. And I'm like, I can't make it. I'm done. Right. I just witnessed all my friends die. And I took my own life on the battlefield. Okay. Trigger warning. I took my own life on the battlefield, and I came out of that time slip, and I had somehow gotten down the 55 freeway all the way to the 405 freeway, which, if you know Southern California, that's like 10 minutes without traffic. With traffic, it's longer. I somehow got to the 55 to the 405, and I didn't remember a goddamn thing, which is so scary because I couldn't control it. It was just bam, time slip. No, seriously, Jesus was personally driving my vehicle while I was experiencing this. But that opened such a massive door for me because I knew all this information. And I can't explain it. This is personal, but it unlocked a ton of shit for me that really helped evolve my journey with my past lives and why I am the way I am and all the things that I needed to know about it. But anyways, long story short, isn't that fucking crazy? So, I don't know. I don't know what triggers it for some people.
You're conscious, but you're not. It's like you're turned on, but nobody's home type thing. Like the lights are on, but nobody's home type.
Somebody put it as you're basically on autopilot. And I think that is a good way to put it. Yeah. You're like, obviously there's some part of me that is responding, right? Like I'm driving this vehicle. I'm keeping the gas at a certain speed. And then there's this other part of me that's literally having this wild fucking time. Right?
Yeah.
Like crazy. So yeah, and that for me again, light triggers it. It's the way that the lighting hits. It's so weird. Sorry, mystery man. Welcome to your time slip. But anyways, so
could you imagine, a lot of people have been saying like about January, just because I want, like, everybody can pretty much agree, I feel like, that January has been such a long month. And did we experience a certain time a time slip? Because January genuinely did feel like an entire year for me.
It was rough.
I might be exaggerating just a little bit, but it was just such a long month. And I feel like the whole of 2024 just went so fast. And it was just like the months were just flying by. And then the second it got to January, but then again, I don't know if it was just because like so much like traumatic shit was going on for us both. But yeah, I genuinely don't know. But
it was a rough time, it seems like, collectively.
Yeah, I saw a lot like online and social media and things like that, people saying the same kind of things. So what I'm just going to say here is, if you had the longest month in January, please, I hope that you guys are all just moving on from things, because I'm personally feeling a lot better. And I hope that everybody's coming out of this collectively together and all kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. Because I feel like any longer than a month, it would have been, it was already a nightmare, but it would have been like terrible. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I love seeing that people have had similar experiences to that. Yeah. But yeah, so time slips. Fucking time slips. It's crazy, right?
I love it. All right. Well, what was the title of this? Timeslips. We covered that. Doppelgangers. We covered that. And ghosts. Well, we always kind of cover ghosts. Speaking of, you did mention the USS Hornet real fast, and I just want you guys to know that next Tuesday is going to be a new episode. And this, okay, let me start with this. I am reading your guys' comments. Okay, I understand that 45 minutes is not long enough, and I get that. So next Tuesday, we're doing an hour and 30-minute long episode. Sorry, an hour and 15 minutes. Sorry. An hour and 15-minute long episode. So it's going to be 30 minutes longer than our typical episode. And I really want to try and keep our episodes to like at least an hour. So you guys are really getting the most out of it. And even the parts that I'm like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of boring, I'm just going to keep it in anyway. And I really want to hear your guys' reviews after watching it. And it's such a good episode. We go to the USS Hornet in California, and it's a massive Navy what's it called? An aircraft carrier ship?
It's an aircraft carrier. Boop, boop, boop,
And we stayed there the
boop.
night. It was very, very spooky, and I'm really, really excited to show you guys that. So please tune in, and we're going back to our regular time, 2 p.m. PST. So just the regular upload times again. As far as another live stream this month, I don't think we're going to be live again this month, guys. At least for a live stream like this, sit down, because we're going to be traveling. So we're not going to have the time to do that. But I am going to try my hardest to figure out some sort of something to happen on Tuesday, whether that's another episode, whether that's a members only video, whether that's a live stream, like actually on an investigation. Just yeah, we'll have something. We won't leave you guys hanging.
That's right.
And as far as the Polaroids go, we have, let me double check. We definitely still have some left. So we have 9 sold currently. So thank you guys who bought Polaroid packs. We're really excited to send those out. And if you want your own Polaroid pack, which is 2 Polaroids signed by Mandy and myself and a handwritten note, and these Polaroids are from actual investigations that have already been out last week we posted. Yeah. So Old Park Hotel, USS Hornet, and we also have Polaroids from a jail, which we're going to keep that one a little bit secret, but we're going to be releasing a jail episode. And you know, jails. So yeah, if you guys want to buy a Polaroid pack that will really, really help us out with our future investigations, you can do so. Hit the link down below, and only if you're watching live. And if you're not watching live, then you're going to want to email ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com. Send me a little message, ask if we have any left, and I will get back to you.
Razor doesn't want the flower Polaroid in
What's
order.
that?
He doesn't want the flower Polaroid in his order. He doesn't.
Oh, this one's not going out. I don't know why I can't let go of this. It's just turned into like a fidget thing now.
Also, a lot of people say that they love the longer episodes. So, a lot of people are saying long.
Like, how long are we talking here, guys?
Somebody said 3 hours. Let's fucking go.
No, I know a lot of people would love 3-hour episodes. I don't know if I could commit. I don't know. I don't know. You just never know what 2025 is what's gonna come for 2025.
I feel like at least an hour is solid. You know, at least an hour. 3 hours. See, look at that. 2 hours. I would say 2 hours plus. Yes. Okay, 1.5. I feel like 1 hour and 15. I think that's doable. I think potentially.
Yeah. I think just for me getting into the editing, because I'm programmed to edit for between 43 and like 48 minutes. That's kind of like where I usually sit. And it's honestly not done on purpose. It's not like, oh, it's 50 minutes, let me cut out 5 minutes. It's not that at all. It's just, I edit for like 3 days, and in 3 days I can get 45 minutes done. And I can look through all the footage, get 45 minutes done from like a 6 to 8 hour investigation typically. But I am going to really, really try my best, guys, because we're seeing your comments, and we obviously you guys are what makes this channel, literally. I mean, we'll show up to the locations, but without your guys' actual like input and help, like it wouldn't be a channel. It would be a big old pile of shit on the internet, just roasting away.
Pile of shit.
Oh, dang, I just got a massive like.
Summer Transnazi over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I just feel like a real big ringing in my ear.
Can I tell them your idea that so Jade wants to get microphones potentially, and we thought, wouldn't it be fun if we got like the headsets like Britney Spears would wear?
Okay, guys, right. So I need your help on this as well. I've been looking up microphones for the episodes. We usually just use our regular camera. My camera's not here, but we do usually use just like our regular camera microphones. I really, really like those because I feel like you can hear things. You can hear everything from all different angles. Oh my God. No, I'm just getting that ringing in this ear now. At first it was this one, now it's this one. And these are wired headphones. It's not like creepy.
Let me try to talk to you. Oh,
either that or I'm about to pass out.
Shit, you've had too much Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I think it is. It's all the like aliens who just realized that like we figured out what the whole doppelganger thing is. Like, she knows too much. Retract. It's like just coming at my head.
Get out of her brain.
What were we talking about?
Sorry, Mystery Man, $5. Thank you so much. You can't not go live again. I need something to get me through the 25th. It will be a rough day for me. Don't you worry, because we potentially have something in mind. So stay tuned.
Stick around. I think that's kind of like number one for me just now. I don't think I'm going to put out a whole new episode for that. Not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after. I think I just want to do a live stream. I think I just want to do like a live stream on an investigation, and because I enjoy doing those. What were we talking about beforehand though?
Microphones,
yes. So yeah, usually our camera microphones kind of capture like everything, and I feel like they are good for EVPs as well. A lot of people are like, you don't do enough like digital recorder sessions, but I feel like we get quite a lot of disembodied voices just using that microphone. And I know it seems super newbie, like it seems really unprofessional to just use the camera microphone that's already on the camera. But at this point I feel like it's time to kind of upgrade a little bit. So maybe we just get actual microphones, and then when we need to do an EVP session, we can like do an EVP session, because a lot of these other microphones, those voices aren't gonna come through very strong, because they're designed to only pick up on like the voice, your voice. Yeah. So that being said, you're going to be able to hear us better. But I was looking up microphones, and they definitely have the 90s pop princess like headset with the little microphone. So what, can we just wear these?
I think it'd be cool. I guess my only thing with the microphones is it's so nice for talking, but
it's just another thing that we need to charge. That's like another thing as well.
And then the poor spirits, they're gonna be like, you can't hear me anymore.
But I think that there is still audio that runs on the cameras.
That's true.
Like, yeah, because the microphones are just recording our audio, and then the cameras are recording the camera's audio. So yeah, we'll still be able to hear it, but then I do have to listen through twice the amount of audio, which I probably won't.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Does anyone want to join the team for free? Just sit through all the audio so I don't have to. Razor saying Rode is a good brand for mics. It's a very good brand for mics, but dang, it's expensive.
Yeah, we're kind of on a budget-ish.
Yeah, we only have 9 sets of Polaroid packs sold so far, which is actually pretty good. Not gonna lie.
That's pretty fucking good. I'll take it.
Yeah. 3 months is saying DJI. I don't like DJI microphones at all. I don't think they sound good. I don't think they look good. Probably, honestly, I'm not even going to say that because it's better than what we have right now. Like, if it's better than what we have right now, but I know that there's better microphones out there, but they're still going to be more expensive. But I think for DJI, I love DJI. Like, I love DJI products, but their microphones aren't it for me. I don't know.
I really think we should do the headsets because it would make us stand out. We would be different. It would look cool. We could sing into them.
I mean, I just said that for a joke, though.
I'm only seeing green lights here for this, okay? Just fucking saying. Could you imagine? Yeah. I could be like, hoo-hoo.
No, that's going to be way too... It's going to be distracting, girl. You're going to be too distracted.
Gosh. That's... Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, we're figuring things out. In 2025, we are going to be doing some new things. We're going to be challenging ourselves a lot more as well. So,
oof. Yeah, it's about to get weird and scary.
We already have some things planned for this next trip for next week, and like it's quite a lot. It's something like we really need to just like suck it up. We have to suck it up.
Sorry, some of these comments are killing me. I'm a slave for you.
Mandy really wants to enter Britney era. Technically, you're coming out of your Britney. Well, I mean, you're like blackout phase. You know, like when our album like Blackout.
Yeah.
I'm this American dream since I was 17. Don't matter if I step on the scene, I step away from the feeling. That one. You're that, Britney.
Oh, I was thinking more Toxic, but that's okay.
Toxic, though. I don't think that was Blackout era.
No. Well, no. But I can hear myself. Why could I hear myself? Was there an echo?
Doppelganger?
Doppelganger, are you here? I want a cool doppelganger. I really want a cool doppelganger.
I gave you plenty, girl.
You got Ryan Gosling, okay?
You got terrier.
Margot Robbie.
Yorkshire Terrier.
I'm a fucking Yorkie. A Yorkie. A Yorkie.
The casket scene last episode would have went hard with the brain.
Yo, hold on. Just picture this. I get into the casket, close it, and I open it, and I just sit up, and I have my headset on.
Yeah, because what that needed more was more energy. What that whole scene needed more of was just a little more pizzazz.
It needs more.
It needed
cat
more
hands.
Okay. I love it.
These aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
All right. Can we open it up for some questions real fast? Does anybody have any questions? Because we've been on for almost 2 hours now. I'm gonna get back. There we go. We've been on for almost 2 hours now. So if you guys have any questions for us, please go ahead and ask away.
Michelle said that I shouldn't complain about the Yorkie because hers came up as a Chinese crested dog.
Oh, you tried?
Dang. No, that would happen.
No, we're not.
No,
we're never doing okay. Fair.
Genevieve, we're not. It's 12 minutes to Delulu hour. That's right. GCP after hours is almost here. Shit's about to get weird.
What's your middle name?
Mine?
Sue. Of course it's Sue. I don't know where my head was. I just was thinking that was a full-blown time slip. Full-blown time slip.
Where'd you go?
I don't know, but
Where'd you go?
I forgot who you were for a second. I looked up and I saw the brown hair and I was like,
she?
Brittany?
Who is she? Brittany?
Blackout album Brittany?
It's me.
Brittany Jean?
Oops, I did it again.
Baby Jean turned into a baby.
I'm a baby. Okay.
Okay, Ben. Ghost.
Okay.
What do we need more of?
There's some questions. Let's see.
Oh, we need more of that song, you
Oh,
guys.
yes, yes.
More energy. Oh,
More passion.
yeah.
More energy.
So many
More
people love that. So many people make videos about that on their YouTube channels.
I love it because it just happens,
It
Don't
helps. Haunted San Francisco. Well, we were actually just there for the USS Hornet.
San
So
Francisco.
it was the first time that I'd ever been to San Francisco. We didn't even go to San Francisco. I don't know why I keep saying that we went to San Francisco.
We didn't. We were close. Didn't quite get there.
We could see it from the other side of the bay.
Across the water.
I'll tell people about my Pinterest board, my Tumblr board. So when I was younger, when I was a young lass living in Scotland, and I was a young teenager, and I was in a Green Day cover band, and I loved Green Day so much. And Green Day grew up in Oakland, California. And so I had a Tumblr, and I would post pictures of like my dream board, and I wanted to move to America, and I wanted to get a historic house in Oakland. And it was always my dream to live where Green Day lived and grew up. And then I came over here and never went to Oakland.
Never.
But then just like a few years ago, I was saying to Mike, I was like, we need to go to Oakland one of these days. We need to go to Oakland. Like, I really want to see where like Jesus Suburbia was all about. And Mike was like, no, I think we'll just stay right here.
No, babe. No, we're not going to go to Oakland.
And then I actually realized that it's very dangerous there. I was like, no way. Like, anyway.
It's got good and it's got not good.
I was pleasantly surprised by it. Pleasantly surprised. I thought it reminded me of something out of like a video game, a little bit Fallout-ish. It was like historic homes mixed with warehouses. And, it was just like very industrial, but also very historic. I felt like there was really no in between. So that was really really, really cool.
Yeah, it's cool up there. It's just different. It's definitely different than Southern California, that's for sure.
Thank you for reminding me. Our PO box is no longer, well, starting on the 16th. It's going to be closed down. So sorry, guys. We did say that we were only going to have it up for 6 months, and it definitely did die down for a little bit there. And I think anybody who needed to send us something, because we were getting asked a lot, I think anybody who wanted to send something has already kind of sent it at this point. Not saying that we're going to completely close it down forever, but I think we'll see where we're at in like another 6 months. And I don't know, it's just one of those things that I think's fun for a little while. But, I was finding myself going to like the post office every couple of days, and I don't like to leave my house a whole lot. So I was even at the point I was like, should I just like hire like an assistant or something like that just to show up once a week, just to go to the mailbox?
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
And also pick me up some Chick-fil-A. There's some in and out. Surprise me.
Surprise me. Yeah, it's too bad, but also it's expensive, and it's just But maybe one day we can make a return. Maybe we could pick an address down by me.
Yeah,
change it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, do it. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you real fast to everybody who sent us anything to our PO box. Like, nobody had to do that, and the fact that we just received so much love and so many gifts and handwritten things, and it was just really, really cool for when the time did come. Got to the point that it was just like, it was getting a lot, and we had to make like a members only video of like us opening things and stuff, because it was just like so much stuff at a certain point, and it was just piling up. It made me feel like a true, like, I felt so cool. Like, deep down, I know I'm kind of just like I don't like bragging about stuff or anything like that. Not that I even have fucking anything to brag about. Like, who even am I? I hate bragging about all the things I have. Like, I actually have nothing.
There was some cool shit.
Well, some cool, I mean, I got this new light recently, which is pretty cool. But so the coolest thing that I basically owned was this big pile of gifts from everybody, and it was fun. It was fun for a while, but at a certain point, yeah, I'm just like, oh, I actually feel bad for like accepting all of these gifts. I don't know. I
Yeah.
have a lot of trauma, guys. I'm just like, what did I do to deserve all of these beautiful gifts?
Just embrace it. Embrace it.
I want to send everybody something.
Do you remember the handwritten letter from the Grinner himself? That was
I
a
do
good
remember
time.
that.
That was a good time.
That was fun.
Akari
That's so
Rue,
cute.
$2. Thank you. Dynamic microphones
you.
may do you best for out there. So something to
Yeah.
think about.
Definitely something to think about. Sorry, I kind of felt a little bit we answered a couple of questions. I forgot that I even asked for questions.
Okay, in an abandoned building, where do you pee? Well,
Yeah, I think I mean, this is a question that we get surprisingly quite often.
that's fair. Honestly, the first thing
Everyone wants to
when I'm
know.
going somewhere, I'm like, okay, is there somewhere to pee? Where's the nearest place to pee? Right? Because it's outside if able, or the nearest gas station, which is not always nearby. So
Yeah.
outside.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like there's always a place to pee, pretty much. There's been a couple of places that we've had to. I'm just like going back. I'm like literally
Okay,
looking
I
at
got
our
you.
YouTube page because, like, yeah, the Old Park Hotel had a bathroom. The strip club in Colorado had a bathroom. Prison had a bathroom. Garnet House has a bathroom. Church had a bathroom.
Yeah, we've been pretty
Everywhere's.
lucky.
Where did we go for Indiana State?
We had
Oh, that was in
that
like the main. You
meeting.
had to. That's right. Yeah, because Indiana State had like no plumbing to it or no electricity, so you would have to like literally get in your car and drive down the road. It's like on 300 acres, like it's a huge, huge property. You drive down the road, and then to get to the main office, and then the bathrooms are in
And
there.
then we go pee in the very haunted bathroom. Same with the Goldfield Hotel. We went across the street to the bar to go pee.
Yeah. Can we talk about the USS Hornet though? Those were the most fun bathrooms ever.
Oh, I was hoping we could bring it up. The USS Hornet, just anything about it, because it's like the coolest thing ever.
That's gonna be our next episode, guys.
Dude, those bathrooms on the USS Hornet, they are like original, basically. And
They're very, very old.
old. Okay.
And yeah.
We're talking cool little knobs. We're talking little mirrors like this big. And then the best part is the stalls are right across from each other, right? They're like this, real close. Okay.
Real close.
Real
like,
close.
Knees could hit. If Mandy
Side
was
by
sitting
side.
on one side and I was sitting on the other side, our knees could literally touch in
We
the
could
little
touch
walkway.
knees together. And then you had a curtain, okay? And the curtain would literally rest on you because it was so short, right?
Because your knees are literally
Your
sticking
knees
out.
are sticking out of the curtain. So the curtain's resting on you and you're trying to pee and you're like, oh, here's the toilet paper. And you're like, how am I supposed to wipe? Okay. And you got to like maneuver and get your, whatever. And then all while the curtain is on you and your knees are touching the person in front of you. It's just a lot.
It's a lot. We just kind of ended up taking turns to like who went to the bathroom. But yeah, it was very, very interesting. We're definitely going back.
Space ourselves out.
We're definitely going back to USS Hornet though. Like 100%. It was such a good investigation. I'm obsessed with that location. So yeah, next time when we go, we need to actually like film the bathrooms just so people know what we're talking about. It's just fun. It's an experience, that's for sure.
It's an experience for sure. I think it's a lot. Kids stay there now. They do a lot of overnight groups with school groups and camps and all that stuff. So I feel like kids can swing that a little bit better than adults, full-grown adults. But
yeah,
that works.
And then we have a question here from Mrs. Death Switch. What are you most excited for in 2025? You want to go?
No, you go.
Well, I don't really want to say like investigation, like location wise, because we have a ton of really, really cool locations. But I would just say kind of like what I was mentioning earlier is just we've had this like conversation, Mandy and I, and we've talked about, what we want for ourselves going forward. Like, what's the next thing for us? Because I'm going to be very, very open and honest with you guys right now. Like, I love every single investigation that Mandy and I go on. But we've gotten so fucking comfortable with each other. We've gotten so comfortable with just like sticking with each other and pulling out the same things and like doing the same challenges. And I just do not want it to feel like repetitive at all for anybody watching. Like, we're having fun. We could do this forever. But like, at the end of the day, like, we're doing this for a YouTube channel and we need to keep people like hooked. And
Yeah.
we can do that challenging ourselves more and setting, I don't know. We've talked about it a lot, and that's what I'm really, really excited for. I'm excited to push the boundaries. I'm excited to do some things that make me walk out there and go, wow, I'm a big, brave girl. I'm a big, brave girl. Yeah. Instead of walking out there, because sometimes I do, like, sometimes I'll like edit afterwards and I'll just be like, stop being a little bitch. Stop being a little bitch. And in the moment it's scary, but then like afterwards it feels flat for me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
No, I
yeah,
feel that.
just go into the basement alone. Why don't you?
Well, see, we talk about it now, and then the time comes, and we're like,
No, I'm pushing myself. I'm actually, and now I've just said that out loud. I've just told everybody, so like I have to.
everyone's got to hold you accountable now. You can literally punch her in the face if she doesn't do it.
This is like what I want to do is I want to go, what's the most stupidest thing that I could do right now? What's the stupidest thing that I could do right now in this moment? And then I just do it.
Handcuff yourself to a chair.
No, I'm not doing that. That's scary. It's too scary. No, seriously, we're not going to push the boundaries. What about you? What are you most excited for?
I'm just excited to do things. Okay, serious answer. All this health stuff that I've gone through the last 2 months has been the absolute fucking worst. And so it's made me really, really appreciative of like just feeling normal.
Mm.
And it makes me very appreciative of like, wow, we really do take things for granted. Like, I miss just being able to wake up and not hurt. And I miss just being able to just like laugh and enjoy my life. And so, like, not to be like so depressing, but it's been really hard for me. So I'm really excited to just do what I do,
No,
you know,
100%.
and just like get back out there and just live my life like how I normally would.
Yeah.
This time I'm not taking it for granted. Non-serious answer. I'm really like excited, like for what you said. I want to push ourselves. I want to do some different things. I really want to do more mediumship. I really want to, I don't know. I just kind of want to give this year my all and really just kind of like give everything I have and see where it puts us. Because I just feel like I have nothing else. I have nothing to lose at this point. So just want to go.
Amen.
Go.
Amen, stuff.
So yeah, into the gray.
Into the gray. Okay. Or into the grape. I can't remember what our motto for this year was again.
Into the gray because it was Bad Omens related, okay?
Oh, okay. Into the gray.
But you said the other night into the grape by accident, and we're like, oh.
It was a whole thing.
It was all they had have been there.
Have you ever read a pet?
I have.
Cute.
Yes. Yes.
Did it sound like this when it came through?
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. And I'm like, oh, yes. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Was in Emperor's New Groove when he's just like, squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeaker. And he's like, squeak. Anyways.
So that's what it sounds like?
Yeah. When they're doing their class. Anyways. Yes. Pets. We love reading pets. Pets are fun to read. I don't do it a lot because I always forget to look down. But when I look down, they're there.
That'd be cute. See a little dog down, like you feel something. Do you ever feel that? Do you ever feel them? Like if you're like reading somebody, like how do they get your attention? Do they like nudge up against you? Like do you feel that, or are they just like just pop into your?
Stupid. I'm stupid. It's not until I look. For me, it's weird. Pets are almost more physical than humans, or like
Okay,
to
so they
loved ones.
really come through.
So when I just have to remind myself, hey, look down, and then they're there, and I'm like, oh, I can actually see you. So
you get the message first before any like visual imprints or anything like that.
It's more of a feeling. And then it's a feeling again. I'm like, oh, look down. And then I see a dog. And then once I see them, I'm able to like make the connection there because I can physically see them and like I can see what color they are or what breed they are. Or if they know that I'm gonna not get it, they'll give me something close to it. And then from there it just like snowballs. But it's the weirdest thing with pets. I know it's not like I'm probably just like the one weird exception, one weird medium that like I have to be reminded that they're there.
Yeah.
There have been a few occasions where I will get a message from a pet, but usually it's like a message to tell me something, but otherwise it's usually just like a feeling to look down. It's wild.
Or in Wilson's case, when he passes away, look up.
Because he's so big.
Who's this big boy?
Who's this big boy? Oh shit.
We do have a question here. Have we ever experienced sleep paralysis? I've seen a couple of comments about sleep paralysis. We did do an entire episode on sleep paralysis, lucid dreaming, things like that. So I'm not going to take up too much of that time, but yes, we have definitely had sleep paralysis, lucid dreaming, all that stuff. Mandy and I are big dreamers. We've shared plenty of dreams in the past. We've got a weird connection at this point. Again, the only other person that I've had that with is my dad, by the way. So it's kind of crazy that like there's like me and my dad who created me and like I've known my entire life, and then like Mandy, we've only really known each other for a couple of years, but within that couple of years, like the connection has definitely gone like I've never shared a dream with Mike because he doesn't dream.
No, literally, this is what's happening. You go to bed, okay, and I go to bed, and then I immediately leave, and I come to you, and I'm like, Jay, hang out with me. Be my friend. And then we have a dream together.
That's pretty much it. And we're usually almost always investigating too.
Yeah. Always. I'm like, can we go do something? I'm bored. True story.
Yeah. I do have to, sorry, I'm a little bit far behind here on the questions.
Continue. I'm just rambling here. It's my tisms are pretty on one tonight.
Are we ever going to Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. The cheese capital. We can.
Hanging out. Can we do that 70s show was opening? Down the street. The same.
I didn't watch that 70s show, so I can't help you there. Oh. I know. I listen. I have.
All right, guys. It's been real. It's been real.
Listen, Linda. Listen. True story.
It's literally one of my favorite shows ever.
I was too busy watching Gilligan's Island.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Sorry, hold on a second. ADHD. Sam, yes, this is the shirt you got me. It's Lincoln's birthday tomorrow. Somewhere I'm wearing it. But also Gilligan's Island. You haven't seen Gilligan's Island?
No, but I am going to put up a poll. What's better? How do you spell Gilligan's Island?
No. Don't do that. No. I would watch Gilligan's Island, and then I would also watch Three's Company. So fucking loved it. No one's gonna see. I'm weird. Nobody doesn't do Nobody's gonna choose
No.
me. Everyone's
You're
gonna
trying to
say,
no, stop trying to gaslight everybody to be like,
no,
nobody's
no,
gonna choose mine, because then everybody's gonna choose Gilly's Island.
they're not gonna do it.
Jesus, this
Um,
I'm just looking for question marks at the end. Okay, let's see.
okay.
Does Mandy and Jade need a mental hug? Yeah. We're doing better, but yeah.
Yes.
Can it actually like go back to what you were saying? Like the thing that you're looking forward to most in 2025 is just feeling good. It's funny that you say that, and I'm not just saying this to like rub it in your face how good I am right now. But like a couple of mornings ago when I was making my bed, because that is something that I've done every single morning in 2025, and that is a big deal for me because most times 2024 I was getting really bad and like not making the bed in the morning. So I'm back to doing that every single day, and I was making the bed, and then I was thinking to myself like, it feels really, really good to feel good, to have nothing wrong with me. Like I'm not like sick, like I'm not, like in pain. I'm not mentally drained. I had a good night's sleep, and now I'm waking up and I'm making my bed, and I'm gonna go to my office and I'm gonna edit. And it's gonna be a good day,
Yeah.
It was a really, really good feeling, but it's taken like a really long time to get there. So just letting you know, like it will come, and you'll notice it, and it's a really good feeling when you do notice it. I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, and
That's good though, and I love
it'll
that for you. I
happen.
want everybody to feel good.
Yeah. And we want you to feel good. Email ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com if you guys still want these Polaroid packs. There's like 10 left, or maybe 11 left. Let me double check. We're going to be staying on for just a little bit longer, not too much longer, but we're just going to be answering some last questions here. So let me see.
What's the link again? It's PayPal.
It's in the description below.
I can't see the description below.
Well, then you're going to have to
asking
open
for
it.
me. Oh. No, it's okay.
You want me to send you it?
No, it's okay. Can someone drop the link in the chat for me?
I can just go on
So
YouTube.
I can copy it. I'm trying to respond to a comment on Instagram for somebody who wants them. It doesn't have a link.
Gotcha.
And isn't watching this. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me just double check PayPal real fast.
Thank you, Roxy.
Yeah, we still have 9, so we still have 11 left. 11 Polaroid packs to go. So if anybody's watching this after the live stream, then you guys are probably in for a chance at this point.
Ooh.
So go ahead and email ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com. I will respond back and let you know if we have any available. We probably will if you're sending a message in the next like couple days after this live stream. So yeah. I am. Any last questions for us? Any last questions?
There's a lot of questions.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're very, very behind.
Wow, you pee before you get to the location, of course. I'm really far behind, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're still talking about peeing at locations.
Yeah. Very, very, very far behind.
Oh, okay. This is a good question. Andrea is saying, what are the little lights called that you use on an investigation? I'd like to purchase some, but I don't know the name of them. Can't find it. They're just called spirit lights. And I got mine off Etsy. But you can also get them on Amazon. They're kind of like, they remind me of like cat balls. People were calling them like motion balls or like sensor balls. But at the end of the day, they're just cat balls. This is like a cat toy. So same kind of thing. These tend to be like kind of difficult though to turn on. You really, really have to turn them, and then you could like drop them, like, and they won't just like click on. So yeah, we've had some really weird activity with them. Not my favorite thing. I will say that, like, not my favorite thing ever on an investigation. But if you're definitely on a budget, like, I do believe that. I mean, the craziest thing that happened was Witchy's Tower when we're on top of the pentagram, on the top of the tower,
Oh
and
yeah.
we put one at the end of like each point of the pentagram, and there was like 5 of them, and all of a sudden it was like one lit up, next one, next one, next one, next one, and it was just like, what? Like that was the first time we ever used them. So the timing of that was just crazy. That's why we started just like, okay, well, let's kind of keep using these and see if anything crazy like that happens again.
I love the spirit lights. I just think there's something so I mean, like they don't I don't think especially if you set it right, it's not supposed to turn on super easy. And so I love it. I think it's cool and it's so fun, a little flash of light, just like spirit.
Yeah, the spirit lights are
Uh,
fun. They just, yeah, they're fun, but I like things that make noises because it
that's
like gets
cool.
my
That's
attention.
fair.
Sometimes the spirit light just like turns on. It's like, spirit light just turned on.
Ah, that
That's literally our response every single time one goes
very
on.
like dad response.
Huh.
Ah,
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. Let's see what the poll says. Oh, you're right. Gilligan's Island is at like almost 60%.
No way! Yo, my people.
Yeah, that's because
Oh.
Mandy was like, you better all say Gilligan Island.
You're gonna meet my fist if you don't choose it. Just kidding.
We have here Bradley asking, are we going to do any more investigations with Kelsey Davies? We plan on at some point. We've had a few collaborations that have kind of fell through. I'm struggling with my words today, and I don't even
You're
care.
doing great. You're doing great, sweetie.
So yeah, we will be investigating with her again, I'm sure, very soon. I'm actually just waiting to hear back from a location that we're supposed to be doing with her. So
Oh yeah, you didn't hear back, huh?
I did this morning.
Oh. And you didn't tell me a date.
No, because they said that they were going to get back to me. They were just
Rude.
asking. I can't remember what it was. I'll let you know after.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I'm waiting to hear back for the date and cost. So
Great.
we'll see. But it's a very, very cool location that I've not seen investigated before. So
Hey,
we're trying my hardest.
we're doing it.
Into the Grey March. That'd be pretty cool.
Ooh.
But you said it's from didn't you say it was
Into the gray.
song?
Yeah,
A Bad
it's a
Omen
song.
song?
It's a Bad Omen song.
Wow, how original for a Ghost Club Paranormal.
You can spell gray differently if you like. You can spell it the UK way.
What? Is there 2 different ways?
Yeah.
Is
There's
there
like
really?
gray with an A and gray with an E.
And how does the Americans spell it?
I think we are E and you guys are A.
Huh.
If I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
So, true story. Yeah, I know, Roxy. She's very behind in the chat.
Oh, what's happening? You guys making fun of me?
On the Hornet, it's the head, not the bathroom. It's the John, actually. I'm just kidding. Actually, that's true. Toilets. They used to call him the John because the toilet was invented by some guy named John, whatever, and call him the John. So you go to the John. The toilet was literally named the John. Okay. Anyways.
And the shitter
The
is
shitter.
actually the name of the guy. Shitter is the
Yes.
last name of a guy who created another toilet.
John.
John Brown as well. Rough.
No,
I'm
John.
sure nobody's ever put those 2 together. Don't even worry about it. We've
Don't
just
think too
called
much
them out
into it.
in front of 240 people. That was so funny though. Like, John, we love you so much, John Brown, by the way. We love you. But I will say one of the funniest things that I've ever heard come out of Mandy's mouth, and I don't know if anybody else would find this funny. So when we were at Book of Mormon, right, in the theater, we sit down and there's just, and it's 7:30 o'clock, right? It is 7:30 at night. And I got the latest showing that I possibly could because I was thinking maybe there'd be like a lot younger people there and stuff. There wasn't. There really, really wasn't. It was a lot of old people, a lot of them. And we were sitting kind of further in the back, and it was just a sea of grey heads. And I turned around to Mandy and I was like, dang, I was like, there's a lot of old people here. She was like, yeah, I just want to jump up and shout, John, and see how many people turn around. So we were, I couldn't keep it together. I really wish that you had done that just to see how many people turned around, how many guys were like, ah. And then there was a guy sitting right in front of us who pulled out a business card and he handed it to somebody. He was holding it in his hand for a little bit and he was like, oh yeah, this is my business card. And literally on the name, it said John. So the guy sitting right in front of us was actually called John. I don't know, maybe you were just like picking it up. I know it's a pretty common name, but I just thought that was so funny.
I was like, I sense a lot of Johns in here.
John.
It just seemed fitting and it was like perfect. John. Bob. Oh, you took down my question.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I can't find it. What did it say?
I have no idea where it was in there. It was just gonna say, it was asking about Native American paranormal stuff, and I was just saying that we may have some cool things coming up, so stay tuned for that.
Very, very cool stuff regarding that. So
yeah.
Jade, what would I call my abilities? I don't know. Abilities or disabilities? Like I genuinely don't know at this point. You know, I don't know. I feel like I get some. Sometimes I get little things here and there, but I try and I don't really. It's not in my interest to be a medium or anything like that. I do think that I am a bit sensitive at times. A lot of things happen to me in my sleep. Premonitions, that's a big one. That I would say that's the biggest like spiritually connected thing to me is like premonitions, like having dreams the night before something big happens that usually involves me in a disaster and that kind of thing. And it's always like personal, or when somebody in my family, one of my family members die, I have a very, very specific dream and a very specific feeling. And I wake up and I go into my notes and I say, somebody's just died. And I type it in because I'm like, and it's not to prove to anybody else other than Mike. Like, it's not like, because I don't talk about it or anything like that, but I wake up and I write it in my notes because I want to tell him first thing in the morning. And then when we find out somebody has died, which is 100% of the time, I'll show him the phone and be like, look, this is when I wrote it down, you know?
Yeah.
So pretty crazy. But again, can't really explain it. Don't necessarily want to work on it. Just kind of, it's there, it happens, it sucks, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
So, and I've said this to Mandy before, but I'm like, I don't know. Being a medium is a gift, but like having to like deal with that 24/7 is like, that sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. I have no interest in working on that. Like, no offense. Like,
no, that's fair.
Yeah, it sounds like an absolute nightmare. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to like mentally be available for anything if it was constantly like that. And having to prove yourself to people as well, constantly. I mean, like when I have those dreams, as I said, like I'm sure if I just told Mike, he would believe me, you know, like obviously he would. But I still write it down and I still need to have the proof to prove it to him. And it's just like, it's not necessary, but just having to live like that is weird. If you had to live like that 24/7 to prove yourself to people, it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah. That's fair.
That was a really long answer. I'm so sorry.
No, it made sense. I just think I think that I think you got the abilities. I think you have multiple abilities. A lot of people in the chat said that you have the ability to make them laugh.
That's great. That's honestly,
I thought that was really sweet.
that's really sweet.
But no, I love that. You okay?
I'm seeing
Time slipping?
I'm time slipping. I'm
somebody-
actually time slipping because I've just got to Samantha's message saying, "Is that the shirt I got you for your birthday?"
Whoopsie.
It was so long ago.
We have a $10 donation from Trisha. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
She said, Mandy, do you ever have the urge to read someone during a live? Actually, yes, it happens a lot, but I've had to really I've learned how to really turn that off so that way I can focus on what's going on. Because if I didn't, it would just, it wouldn't, sometimes spirits are really persistent and they will just keep going at you until you acknowledge them.
There's I feel like there's also like a time and a place as well, because you're really good at
Exactly.
reading people when you're doing like an online group reading with a bunch of people. But it's not like you come over to my house and are like, "Hey, Jade, you know, there's been a man following you." Like, it's your uncle. You know, like that doesn't, you just don't do that, you know,
Yeah.
but
well, and that's, it's all about ethics, right? Like, there have been a few times in the past where I have brought it up to somebody, and trust me, you think everybody wants a reading, or they think everybody does. Not everybody wants a reading. And I have had a few instances where I have been like, hey, this person's coming forward, and they're like, I can't do this. I don't want to hear about this. So, you know, I just, something we learned, which April's in the chat, she helped teach me this. And a lot of mediums understand that, like, we should never just give out readings to people. Like, it needs to, like, they have to seek us for the readings.
yeah.
It's just the ethics of it, just because it's not always the right place. Like you said, it's not always the right place. The message may not be appropriate for other people to hear. That may not be something that you want out there. So there's a lot of like do's and don't do's. And yeah, like Sam said, consent is everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does happen all the time. And I have to say, excuse me, I'm in the middle of live.
That's good to know. Yeah, you don't really think about it that way. Like, maybe people just genuinely don't want to read it. Maybe people don't want to hear from the loved ones, or don't believe in even mediums, and are just
Exactly.
like, don't even come here with that bullshit. Like, you
Yeah.
genuinely don't know the type of person. So that's crazy. Never thought about
Yeah.
it like that.
So
I
think
would
of
be
it as,
like, hell yeah,
friends.
but
Yeah, a lot of people would, and then other people are like, oh,
not ready for it.
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it may not be the right time either, like, because what comes through, they may not be in a place to receive it. It may not be the right time in their healing process or their grieving process to receive the message either. So there's a lot of like things there. So I basically have like a fence, and they stand on the other side of the fence and they just hang out.
I love it. That's a good analogy.
Anyway, yeah.
And then, Sahar, I know that Roxy took care of your question with the PayPal, but yeah, guys, the Polaroid packs are not on the merch store. They're actually in my hand right here. Look, there's so many. There's so many, and this is only like half of them, not even. We have 20 Polaroid packs. I believe only 9 have been sold. Let me double check. But if you do want one, go ahead. And at this point, because we're just winding down for the night, just go ahead and email ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com, and we do hope that we have a spare couple of packs, which we will, because we're winding down, and I'm looking right now and I can see that we still have only sold 9 during the live stream. So thank you, every single person who's bought a Polaroid pack, because you really helped us with our future investigations, which we explained at the beginning of this live stream, but it's been really tight for us as well. So this is just a way to kind of, I don't know, it's like a nice like little trade-off, instead of just coming on here and just receiving donations through the live stream. And we're gonna, try our best this next trip that we go on to take more Polaroids. So hopefully, again, it's not always 100% certain that we're going to have Polaroids from a specific location, but we are going to try and be better about it. So, but for just now, we still have like 11 Polaroid packs up. You guys could be a lucky owner of 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe all 9 or 11. Who knows? We actually do have a customer. I don't even know if I should say this because it is pretty bad, but like we took a ton of Polaroids from like investigations, and we were just about to drop the Polaroid pack launch, and then I got an email that just from one person, they were like, I'll buy every single one of those Polaroids right now. And I was like, okay, sold. Like, call Mandy, like, well, girl, we need to get more Polaroids right now.
No, that's great.
So we have a guy, all right? We have a contact. I'm gonna have to search my emails again, but
oh man. No, it's good. It's nice that everybody can at least get the opportunity to
absolutely
to try.
And I know that some people actually wake up really, really early. Like over in the UK, some people wake up really, really early, like 4 o'clock in the morning to jump onto this live stream, which is wild. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I have gotten to the end of the chat real fast, and I think that this is a pretty good place to stop off.
April. She said I guarantee there's like an OnlyFans site with your Polaroids all over it. Honestly, give me the money for that. This is getting ghost hunting's expensive.
Yeah, that's actually became like a bit of a topic in the community recently. That is very, very true. The prices of renting locations are they're on an all-time high right now. And some of them are just so ridiculous that it's unless you're going with like 30 other people, there's no way to pay for it. So it's getting a bit, we got to get creative is all I'm going to say. Luckily, we have a lot of investigations lined up all the way up until the UK trip. We're going to be doing a big UK trip in April. And then when we come back, I'm going to have my work cut out for me with editing for the next couple months, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's getting expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds up. But
yeah, it definitely does.
We have a good time. We have a lot of content. We get to hunt ghosties. And that's another thing too. Sorry. My ADHD is so bad today. Danny, the prices of equipment are rising as well. Yes, it is. Oh my fucking God. Today I was on Ghost Stop and I was just looking at some things and I'm like, I'm not going to pay $200 for a fucking tripwire.
Yeah.
Or maybe I will, but like, I don't want to pay $200 for that. Like that's what? And
you know what's crazy? The yes, no box that we used in our last episode. Do you know how much that is?
How much?
We got sent it as like a PR package. So basically like every now and then somebody will like send us a piece of equipment like from their company or if they make it and they'll just be like, hey, just show this in an episode kind of thing like that. And it's just to get people's like eyes on it. But then it also works out for us as well because, hey, free piece of equipment. It's always nice to like mix things up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So we got sent this. I wish I could even say the name of it and I can't because I can't pronounce it. The Eco, it's not Echo, Echo box or something like that. Anyway, it's a yes, no box. I don't know.
Okay.
But there was a few people asking, like, can they get the link to that? And I looked, it's $280 for the yes, no box. So it works with EMF and you ask questions and it rather says yes or it says no or it just says nothing at all. And a lot of the time it just says nothing at all. And it is a good device. I've been having a lot of fun using this thing. I genuinely love this product.
Yeah.
But $280, man, like that's up
No,
there.
it's a lot, and you gotta factor in like if things break down, and then you have to ship it back, and that costs and back and forth, and oh, it's expensive, and I get it. Like I get it. Like prices are rising everywhere, right? Like
Yeah.
inflation, obviously. The cost to make these products isn't as high, but they have a company, right? So they got to pay their employees. They need to make a profit. So I understand why the prices are the way that they are. I'm not saying anything about that. It's still a lot for the average person.
Yeah.
And it makes it super hard for just regular people to it makes people limited in what they can and cannot use, which is fine. You can still ghost hunt with basically nothing, right?
Yeah.
But it makes it harder for the average folk to be able to ghost hunt
Yeah.
with these high tech pieces of equipment, which is a bummer. It's just kind of a shitty situation overall. And then so when you do get a piece of equipment, you got to hold on for dear life and hope that it lasts. It doesn't break or anything.
That's the good thing about the Yes No box is it does actually come in like a protective rubber case. Like, and it is really,
Yeah.
really heavy duty, the rubber case. So like, yeah, I'm keeping it in there. And also thank you, Kathy. We
Yes,
love
Kathy.
you with
Kathy
all of our
OG.
hearts. And we
She's
hope that
a-
your puppies are doing good. Thank you for your donation.
How did the Gen Zers do it? Sorry. Oh, how do
Uh,
they do it? They go like this or something. Am I doing it? I'm doing it wrong. No. Like that?
girl, I don't know what signs you're throwing up right now, but you may
Millennials
want to
do this.
refrain.
Millennials do this, and then Gen Zers do like this or something. I don't know.
Is that like supposed to be like little devil horns on top?
I don't know.
That's kind of cute. I actually kind of like that.
Don't make fun of me.
You know what I'm obsessed with right now?
What?
The black devilfish. Obsessed.
The anglerfish?
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
even
sorry.
yeah, that one. I even went on Google yesterday and looked up like black devil anglerfish merch. I actually typed that into my Google search. I
That's
wanted
great.
black devil anglerfish merch. That's how much I love this fish.
She died.
Yeah, that's okay. It's a part of life,
She
know?
died.
She
Somebody
did
on
die, but
TikTok
she was
said that she finally got to experience light that she didn't have to produce.
Does everybody know? I know, that's really, really sad. Does everybody know what we're even talking about? Has everybody seen this fish? I'm actually going to be bringing it up. How do you spell TikTok? It's not with a C, god dang it. All right, I need to go in real fast.
Okay.
And I need to find the specific video that I liked the other day.
The anglerfish. Yeah, the ones that look from Finding Nemo. The bulb.
Yeah.
A little lie on their head.
Ah.
You can see in the darkness.
Okay. I can share my screen here. I can do this. I got this. Share screen. Share screen. TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, look at that.
Look at she's so beautiful.
Look at that booty.
I am obsessed. Obsessed.
Oh, we're not supposed to see her like this.
No, genuinely. I know it's something so simple, It's just a fish in the water, right? People see fish in water all the time. And maybe they don't really care about this story, but like it's the message. It's the message, and I'm here for it, okay?
She's beautiful.
God, I could just watch this clip over and over again.
She's like, "Hein, hein, hein."
Such beautiful. So beautiful. Let's see. Okay, I'll share this on.
A little light.
This was the first one that I'd seen. Isn't that cool?
She's going to touch the butt. Sorry, Nemo reference. If you know, you know.
No, you've been doing that a lot recently. You've
Sorry.
been quoting Nemo a lot recently, man.
It's been coming up a lot. Okay, I finally get to use all my references that live. You guys, you don't understand the amount of shit that lives in my head rent free that I never get to tell anybody. It's crazy.
So actually saying, don't those fish chill super deep? Yes, they do. They do usually. But apparently when they die, they come to the surface and there's never been one filmed. To my understanding, there's never been a black devilfish actually filmed at the surface before. So the fact that that was captured on film and then to actually like see her dying, it was like a cool thing at first and everyone was like, wow, that's so cool. And then we actually all found out what was really going on. And she came up to see light for the first time in her life right before she passed away. I'm going to make Mandy cry, so I'm going to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
I feel like a dying, beautiful black devilfish is not how we should be ending this live stream, but we've been on for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Stop, what is
Come on.
happening?
Give us something fun. Tell us something fun, guys. A nice, fun, heartwarming fact.
Okay.
We're just waiting.
Wait.
We're just waiting here in silence.
That's beautiful. Coming out of the light into the darkness. Yes. Pour one out for our homie. Yes. They go to the light just like us. Yes. Lucifer. Wait. Oh my God, April, I fucked that up. Lucifia.
Her name should be Lucifia. I love that.
Love that. Beautiful.
That's funny because I want another cat. I have 2 already. Bruce died a couple years ago, so I used to have 3. Now I have 2. And I think that it's about time that I get a 3rd, and I really want another black cat, and I want to call her Lucy Fur. Lucy Fur, and she's gonna Lucy Fur. She's gonna be so sass, and I'm here for it.
She's gonna toss beads like the cat.
Like the cat Mardi Gras. Love it.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
I feel like, listen, if I ever meet any of our viewers, okay, if we're ever doing like a meet and greet or anything like that, and you guys want to just bring me like an animal so I can take it home to Mike and be like, it was a gift. And he'd be like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. And I'm like, I know.
Can't return it.
How to return it? It's a freaking gift.
It's a gift.
Now this viewer is going to be asking me every single live stream, like, how's Lucifer? And I can't say I got rid of Lucifer, so she has to live here with us now.
Oh, Lucifer. I can also accept gifts on Jade's behalf.
But there's not enough bad omen stuff on this table.
There's not enough antiques on this table. There's not enough bad omen stuff on this table.
Well,
there's not enough
the
blinder stuff on this table.
We're being humbled again. All of our gifts are gone.
I love gifts. I love them. Hey, guess what? This is bad news. Shrek Rave is coming to town, but it's not coming here.
But with $50 from Gerardo.
Thank you, Gerardo.
We may be able to travel there. Where's it in?
Actually, they are. Well, so here's the problem. The closest places that they're coming to, we're going to be gone both times. So,
dang. Well, we'll just use that $50 then for the actual purpose.
Sad.
Investigations.
Sad.
But thank you so much. We love you.
Gerardo. That's amazing.
Gerardo, we love you.
Gerardo. Gerardo, hold on.
I can't do it.
Hi. My claws.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got a weird finger issue.
I have weird finger.
I don't know what to call it.
Hey, Um, um,
Not enough
where
Civil
is
War
it?
memorabilia on this table.
Not enough Civil War memorabilia on this table. Where's Baby Shamu?
Are we calling out people now who don't show up on the live
Yeah, I'm
stream?
fucking mad about it. Where are you, Baby Shamu? I hope you're watching this. I hope you know that I'm mad that you're not here, Baby Shamu. Okay.
Lady Kai wasn't even here, and it's her birthday. We even shouted her out. She asked for this. She
Abraham
didn't
Lincoln
even show up
here because R.I.P. But
well, he gets an excuse. Black Devilfish isn't here either. R.I.P. Dang it! Why did I have to bring it back around to Black Devilfish?
And well, guys, it's been real. This is a great show.
On that note, R.I.P. to everybody who's passed away ever. I don't know what else to say. It's real sad. It's a
sad one. It's a sad one tonight.
It's so sad, man.
Happy early
Why can't I stop thinking about death?
Oh,
I can't stop thinking about it.
Stop
I hate
it. Living. 42 P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
All right. Some amazing living people who are still on Earth today, which is exciting, is I can't think of one person, Mandy.
Ryan Gosling.
Dan Aykroyd.
Your doppelganger. Margot Robbie, your doppelganger.
Yeah, Margot Robbie, my doppelganger, apparently.
The Beagle. Your Beagle. The Beagle.
Okay, need to go to bed.
We've hit a wall. We've hit a wall. Kim K. How could we forget Kim K?
Is it Earth Day?
No, that's in April.
Oh.
I think maybe Bob was trying to lighten the mood. Yes. Unless I'm missing out. I thought it was in April.
What's a roid?
The Polaroids, bro.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Dan. I thought she was talking about Dan Aykroyd. Because I said Dan Aykroyd.
No.
I thought she was like, did I miss out on the Dan Aykroyd chat? I was like, no, girl, we can circle back round if you want to. That's always a conversation that I'll revisit.
No.
No, you didn't miss out on the Polaroids.
No, April too. I thought you were going to take it to like steroids. Yeah.
No, we still have a bunch of Polaroid packs left, like half of them anyway. But at this point, I'm just kind of asking people if you just want to buy a pack, then you can go ahead and email ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com, and then I'll send you over the PayPal link. Just so everybody's on the same page at this point, because we were supposed to get off this live stream a while ago. So if you just want to go ahead and email me, I'll email you back tonight.
Steroids, hemorrhoids, booty roids, back roids. Everybody's thinking everything else but Dan Aykroyd.
Oh my gosh. Remember that time earlier at the very start of the live stream when it said cock queen? Instead of clock queen. Oh my god. Okay, here's another thing, right? I was making me and Mike sandwiches today. I've been really obsessed with like George Foreman grilled cheese, ham and cheese sandwiches, but then also broccoli cheddar soup and like dipping that in. Oh, anyway, so I was making those.
Lot. Okay.
And I've gotten really, really good at it. And I said to him, I'm gonna open a sandwich shop right next to what's that one from Vanderpump Rules, Katie, and it's like all about her.
Something about her.
I think it's called There's Something About Her or something.
Yeah, something about her. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like Katie and Ariana, they have a sandwich shop in like Hollywood, and it's called like Something About Her. And I was like, I'm gonna open up a shop right next to them to compete with their business, and I want to call it She Sells Sandwiches and Soup by the Seashore. And then to make it even better, I'm gonna rent out the office or the building right next to that shop, and I'm just gonna call it Seashore. So it's gonna be she sells sandwiches and soup she sells soup and sandwiches by the seashore, and then the next store is gonna be called Seashore. And then people are gonna find it so fun and witty that they're not. I mean, I'm not trying to like put them out of business or anything like that, you know. But I am a little competitive at times.
And what's going to be in this seashore shop?
So it's going to be kind of like an antique store. It's like a pop-up store where like people who go out metal detecting for things at the beach and then take them home and then like make little crafts and stuff like that out of them, like little ornaments for like Christmas trees and stuff. They can, each week, it's only open on the weekends, and each weekends they can set up their stall and they can sell their like seashore items, craft items.
Okay. Yeah. No, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna be opening it, and you know what I'm gonna make out of driftwood? Black devilfish. You know those. You know what I'm talking about.
And then in the corner, there's going to be a tub of black devilfish stuffed animals. Oh!
And then on the other side, a tub of Jello.
Jello?
Yeah, I don't know why I said Jello. I don't know. In case people get hungry or thirsty.
Oh, okay.
Jello works as both.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And you walk around with your Jello.
Yeah.
Well, holding
but to be fair, if somebody complains about the Jello and they say this Jello isn't filling me up enough, or you know, I'm still thirsty, I've had 2 bowls of Jello, I'm still thirsty, and then I'll say to them, well, you should go to the sandwich and soup store right next door. She sells soup and sandwiches by the seashore. And then they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, let me go over there. And I'll say, okay. And then I'll go with them. And they're like, where are you going? And I'm closing up the seashore store because I manage both of them and only one of them can be open at a time.
You're like that person that walks back and forth between each shop to make a sale.
Only one of them can be open at a time.
Oh, the way that the count of who's watching just dramatically dropped is great. I love that.
Yeah.
For those of you who are still here for the seashores, we appreciate you.
We are actually honor you.
You will be in the seashore store.
Thank you guys for your service.
Put your name on the wall.
All right, guys, we need to get off again. Emma, it's been absolutely lovely, and I'll respond back
to and forth. Stop.
I'm going to be responding back to everybody who reaches out, ghostclubparanormal@gmail.com, and anybody looking for Polaroid packs. We are here. We still have like half of them left. So yeah, just get them mostly last and help a sister out. All right. Well, that being said, thank you all for joining us. We love you so much. Next Tuesday, the USS Hornet investigation. It's going to be an hour and 15-minute episode, longer than any other episode that we've ever done in a while. Anyway, don't quote me on that. I don't know the statistics of the channel, but I'm too busy making sandwiches and buying up businesses and calling them seashore.
Selling seashells by the seashore.
And yeah, and then the Tuesday after that, we're going to be, I don't know, I'm going to try and do a live stream investigation, but there's going to be more about that on our Instagram. Make sure to follow us both. And then YouTube, I don't know. You'll find out about it. Discord. Oh, there's another one.
Where's the poll? Hold on. The poll's still going. Where are we at? The poll.
At 53%. Gilligan Islands. One. Oh.
It's Gilligan's song.
I think we should do that in every single live stream, though. I really just want to have like something that we disagree on, like me and you, and then just like not say anything, and then just be like, what's favorite TV show?
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Fight
So
to the death.
You win this time, Mandy, but just wait.
I'm
Just
watching
wait.
you, Wazowski.
Why do I sound like
Always watching you.
Marilyn Manson?
Sorry, that was a very terrible impression.
Mine was actually on point, though. Marilyn Manson, welcome. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Bye-bye.